Hello, hello. Am I being picked up out there?
Uh, hello.
Hello there, buddy.
Are we alive yet?
Yes, we are indeed live. I mean, it is the 10 o'clock time.
I just woke up.
Don't worry, I did too. That's why I wrote on Facebook I was awake.
Oh, great.
I don't know why. Today was a really busy Monday.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's
Good morning. Oh, jeez, TSS. How you doing, buddy?
Jesus, we both woke up from taking naps.
Yeah, man. Like you're the only one who I think is actually awake. TSS.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to stay up to 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. So
listen, why? There's no Pokemon episode today.
Well, have to accompany a client of mine to Javits so we can get the freaking Johnson & Johnson Backstreet Boys shot.
Oh man, I wonder when.
3 in the morning because it's fucking stupid, but that's what we got it. Time to take an Uber from here to downtown, like after the pod. That's gonna be fun shit.
Hey, so like I used to do.
Oh man, I want to go back out there and explore again.
Yeah.
You will.
We will soon. I got my second vaccine and had an allergic reaction. Evo said, "Oh, geez, man. I hope you feel better, buddy."
Yeah, my second one is coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah, I have yet to receive mine, so I'm just gonna have to try to survive in the meantime. Jesus Christ, man, it sucks that we have like these restrictions for certain people, you know. Oh, geez. But yeah, so we'll see what happens.
I got tested today, actually.
Oh, are you gonna get your results today, or like?
She failed. She failed the test. She didn't fucking study.
The rapid test was.
She procrastinated.
I have seen.
Wow.
Getting a failed Backstreet Boys test is about as useful as getting a -8.
I want somebody to take the Backstreet Boy test and come out and be like, I didn't take it seriously.
Backstreet's back. All right.
All right.
Oh, hi.
But yeah, happy Sun Q Day. Or Thank You Day, because in March 9th, in Japan, apparently that's a thing.
Sun Q, yeah.
They said I gotta repeat 2020.
Well, we got right to June 9th because that's real Q.
Yeah, and also, you know, it's kind of funny if you say that because we are in March. Yes, we finally are somewhere in March.
And 1 week from the Ides of March too. So.
Oh my god, we're almost like a full year of the pandemic too.
No, we are a year.
we are. No, they announced it 3/11 is.
NASA, call it the Backstreet Boys.
No,
today, last year, was the last time I think I was in the city because I went to go see the My Hero Academia movie with my friend. And then. What?
I said it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I never seen the movie, so.
Also want to make an announcement because a lot of people, you know, as many of you know, I'm an admin over at PocketMonsters.net. So we are still in the process of getting the new website up and together. But I can give you guys a little status report. We are 95% done with the new site. We had just transferred all of the stuff that was on the media server onto the new server. So that includes like pictures, song samples, videos, all that crap, news articles, you know, stuff that we use in the news articles. 1.4 million files, 125 gigs. So you want to know how much we've amassed in the last like 11 plus years? That's what the fuck we've been doing. Because since version 4 of the site, which would have been like 2011, 2010, somewhere around that, we've amassed like 1.4 million media files.
Wow.
Yes. So yeah, that's so look forward to that. We are going to be going. The only steps that we are taking right now is that back-end server software is being constantly updated, like programming languages and shit. So have some broken things, but we will get there eventually. We don't have a timeline yet, but we are almost there. Like I said, 95% done. So just want to give you that status report for the folks that wanted to know.
It looks really good. I'm looking at it now.
Well, no, that's not the new site.
Rip.
That's V5.
Okay.
Version 6 is coming soon.
Well, the version that's out now looks really good.
Polly, to be fair, I feel like the minute you get to version 6, it's gonna look like version 5 with like slight differences.
No, that was version 4 to 5. 6 is going to be complete rewrite.
Look, I go on this a lot because of the music library, so
Mhm.
yeah.
I had not visited that site forever. I wouldn't be able to tell much until like maybe you put until you put version 6 up. Then I'm like, oh, okay, I might. I don't. It looks different.
Yeah, because version 6 will be also optimized for mobile devices, so people will be able to navigate it easier on tablets and smartphones.
Sweet.
Oh look! The best wish is music that'll never be released.
Yep, pretty much. There's another topic I wanted to talk about really quickly. Let me just think about it. Oh yes. So as many of you know, I did purchase the Pocket Monsters Coco light novel a few weeks ago, and I'm into chapter 2, right? So interestingly enough, they call Satoshi's mother Hanako in this, which we will probably never get that sort of narration in the actual movie because this light novel is based on the actual plot of the movie. They actually go through, I think, scene by scene and describing it. So that's just a little note for you guys. They do call Satoshi's mother Hanako in this in the narration. Yeah, there's a light novel. I will give you guys the ISBN number if you guys want. So, all right, get your pen and paper out. It's ISBN 978-4-09-231351-4.
Tia says, no, that's your social security number. I'm just kidding. Why is there dashes in it?
Because that's how they write the ISBN.
No, I'm being.
Do they mention the part about the father?
I'm only 28 pages in. So, like I said, but I could tell you is they go into detail. They also show the lyrics of the Zarude chant, which is on the album, which is pretty cool. So that's nice. But yeah, like I said, that's Gekijo Ban Pocket Monster Coco. That's the light novel. Just type in that. It's by Shogakukan Junior Bunko. So it's like a junior light novel for juniors. So it's basically mostly just text juniors. So and yep, Donnie Arts. Thank you for the clip for that. And there's black and white like images from screen caps from the movie like interspersed in between, but it's all just text. It's not a manga. It's not the manga. It's a light novel. So good read so far. Can't wait.
I always knew the light novels were better than the manga. Too bad.
Well, to be fair,
translated it. That'd be nice.
To be fair, though, movie 21 had a manga, but was completely different than what the actual movie was about.
Really? Now?
Yes, completely different story. It's a side story.
Huh? I might have to go and
It was a Zera Ora side story for that manga.
See, this is why they always need to release these things more frequently and promote this shit more frequently, because I do not know about this sort of stuff at all whatsoever.
Also, the second volume of the Pocket Monsters Go and Satoshi and Go's Adventure is out.
Neat.
So I'm gonna be getting it. I ordered it from Kinokuniya's Japan site. So that should be coming in sometime within the next, I guess, 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, and like I said, I have one copy for KG because I want him to have both of these, volume 1 and 2. Still waiting for the time that
we can finally meet up, man. Because I also have these things here to give you too, and I can't even visit you.
No, I know we gotta do like the swap shit, but then it's like, who the fuck wants to go? Who wants to go to the city? It's like. Nobody wants to.
No.
Yeah, maybe I'll start going in like for real for real, probably April or something. Or May.
Yeah. See, at least you guys got your shots. For me, I'm still fragile according to the internet, so I still have to wait until I get mine.
It's time to rock around with double N95 masks. You'll be fine. double
double the protection, double the fun.
Yeah,
No,
and
or say
double the
protection.
double the suffocation.
I'm asthmatic, man. I don't know.
Suffocation. Keep breathing. Tell me what it is. My last resort. No.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
I feel like you made a
Oh my
parody
God.
and you were going somewhere and then you just botched it up.
But I loved it there, regardless, though. Not triple mask, pleb.
No mask, don't ask.
To be honest, though, they actually now are like, oh, it's double mask is more effective, or they even say, oh, no, you could just triple your mask up. Like they want you to work.
Double only works. Double only works if you have a standard, like a standard surgical mask, and the cloth mask on top of it.
Yeah. That's
If
what
you have a
they do.
can, if you have an N95, if you have a can 95 or an N95 mask, you don't need to put another one on top of it. It actually lowers. It really doesn't make it. Yeah. So.
And that thing's like already tight as it is too. Like when you
Oh,
put it
yeah.
on.
I mean, the KN95 ones are not as bad. They still offer similar protection, but the N95 ones, the ones that you use by when you want to spray paint something, that is like tight on your face.
Oh yeah, I was like, I hate it and when it's on too long. Then you get all those marks around your face.
Yeah, it makes you look like the ultimate warrior.
Yep.
I fucked myself up with that joke. That's.
I was gonna just say, actually, hold on. Before I do that, let me see if this will actually. Oh no, it doesn't. But I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to be like one of those people who have to wear those like astronaut masks that they have online in social media, just so I could go visit TSS.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah, that shit right here.
AG's gonna come out looking like Bane.
Like,
no, he's gonna look like fucking Master Chief, right?
This is Saludo.
Greetings, everyone.
I was born in the Backstreet Boys.
Molded
Give me the tickets right now.
How you doing? Like,
nah, but yeah. So as usual, ladies and gentlemen, we always somebody said him. No, I'm sorry, I can't with that sus no more, man.
Oh God, kill it.
I can't. Everywhere I go, I see its face every single spot. Like I'm looking at the corner of my room right now. There's this weird circular sus-looking thing that first thing I think in my head is Among Us, and I'm so traumatized now by this. I can't think of anything else. But
it's time to get the neuralizer out.
I need to get therapy after this. Then, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now the next thing you know, you're gonna go into the therapist, and all the ink blots will look like freaking Among Us things.
Among Us.
That's the wiring cabinet from the game. That's.
Why did you structure your building like this? Also, what was that?
Wait, what?
Apparently, we're flying biplanes now.
Sounds like it.
No, that's if you're in the game. If you're the imposter, that plays that noise.
Yeah, basically. Somebody in this group is
somebody is the non-existent Amelia Earhart of the space world.
Yeah,
sus basically.
And by the way, happy Women's Month, right?
Isn't today also Women's Day too?
Women's International Day.
Yeah, something like that. To be honest, is it a month or is it a day? I don't get it. Like you guys are celebrating the day, or are you celebrating the day of the month?
It's supposed to be the month, but this is the particular day in that month. Well, you know how Christmas is all of December, but Christmas is really on December 25th?
No, but they don't call it International Christmas Month, though.
You don't call it International Christmas Month. But no, I didn't even, and that's not me being insensitive. I didn't know, because in other years,
I didn't know either.
They never did it. This is like the only year where I've seen people go, it's International Women's Day, and I'm like, it is.
It's like the same people say, "Oh, it's National Donut Day." It's like, why the fuck don't you tell me this like a week before?
Okay,
so
that's actually in
Dunkin'
June.
Donuts, you know?
Yeah, or International Nothing Day. There's also a day for that.
Holly knows when International Donut Day is, and that's
It's because I used to role play. Okay. When Chili
donuts, like
Chili and Burgundy had a thing in the anti-poke role play group, and she wished him happy donut because Chili likes donuts. So that's how
I just want y'all to know that this is how she figured out International Donut Day.
Yes,
was because she was on her fucking anime fetish fantasies.
No, I mean.
Yes.
Brock, and then Brock came out. I just love a good jelly-filled donut.
Okay, wait. Speaking of which, see, I've been away from the place in which Kevin lives for so far now that you know how that bubble tea and onigiri place.
Yes.
That I was craving that so much that I actually went to the local Asian market the other day, and we recently got a rice cooker, and I bought pickled plums and seaweed, so I actually made my own jelly-filled rice bowl.
Enter Thanos meme of like, fine, I'll do it myself and just get
The sad part is that's my least favorite onigiri, and it was the last onigiri I had at the 7-Eleven at Narita Airport when I came back the first time.
Oh,
it was my first and it was my last.
You and I never like the same things. So
I mean, do you still like onigiri or whatever rice bowl is? I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Don't you like salmon?
Yeah, well, salmon, the tuna mayo, and
I don't know that.
Yeah, and also
anything
eel.
with mayo makes anything better. Let's just be real here. Mayo makes mayo better. Ketchup.
No, but it has to be cute. Yeah, but it has to be Kewpie mayo.
Yes, Sir Christ, Brock would be proud.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but raw salmon, and also like raw eel. That's good shit. I like myself. Well, actually, I think one of the places downtown on 47th Street makes it with cooked eel. I think.
Chat says Brock would be proud.
Yay!
All right, so tonight, ladies and gents, for the first hour, there isn't really that much to kind of go through within this week. I'm gonna be honest with you because there's really much went down.
There's a little bit. I know the Dragon Ball game week happened.
Yeah. We got to talk about that. We will. I think it's going to be a lot of fighting games discussion for this upcoming hour.
Yeah.
And another thing to also bring up as well, given that we've had 2-3 weeks prior to like having all these megaton announcements from Nintendo Directs to whatever the hell PlayStation did to the Smash Brother presentation, and even Dragon Ball Fighterz having their own live stream, and earlier today, Monster Hunter also had a bit of a presentation going on too, so I might dabble on that as well.
Stories 2?
Yeah, which got a release date that's going to be coming out this summer. I think, as Surprise said here, July 9th, not only on just the Nintendo Switch, but also on PC as well.
Good, as long as it's on Steam.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I just kind of wonder why the original is not in there, or is it? I don't think.
It might be bundled. They might bundle it.
No, but the original isn't available at all whatsoever because it was on the 3DS originally. So
no, I'm saying they'll probably bundle the two together when it's released. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. And then of course they announced Monster Hunter Amiibos, which they look really good. That Raffles one though.
Yeah, it was on mobile. That's why.
Yeah.
They'll still probably bundle it with the second one.
Yeah, they'll find a way.
No, that makes marketing sense. I would do that.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited, man. I am excited to try things out for Monster Hunter in general. Looks like a lot of fun. I love the original. I want to see the sequel story and see how it unfolds, man. But yeah, let's get into some of the fighting games now. Why don't we? Before we get into Smash, let's talk a little bit about Oops, All Gokus.
Oops, all Gokus indeed.
So, Gogeta.
All right, so I checked out the Dragon Ball Fighterz Gogeta gameplay stream that happened. And pretty weird attacks. He does the level up system that Gohan does where like you power him up. But the problem with Gogeta's is that once Gogeta reaches level 7 and he uses his level 3 super, which is the Big Bang Kamehameha times 100, It does. Now let me give you some context. The average character's health bar in Dragon Ball Fighters is 10,000. That's how much health every character has. 10,000. That's their health. Gogeta's ultimate attack, while at level 7, does 20,000 damage. That means it is a one-hit KO, even if you block the damn move.
Damn.
Wow.
There is no.
Whoa.
What am I hearing in the background, by the way?
You are going. Yeah, you are hearing somebody's feeding back.
I'm sorry. It's me.
At least you knew who it was.
Feedback is an instrument. Okay.
Okay.
I like the fact that Namco actually had 11 live streams at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Also, in addition, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, that game is going to be having DLC tackling the history of Trunks. So you'll actually be able to play throughout that story with Trunks and Gohan and do the history of Trunks arc of that game. A lot of people are mad, though, because they said that should have just been in the base game.
How do you feel about it, Tyrone?
I'm not getting Kakarot, so I don't have to care. But but for the only way I get Kakarot is if someone donates it to me or if it's for free, which neither of those two things have happened. So
I mean, it's Kakarot. It's literally Dragon Ball again.
Yeah. So I'm not I'm whatever about it. If you don't want I've always been like that about DLC just in general. If you don't want it,
to those in the call, donate it to me, and I'm gonna install the Untitled Goose mod that actually exists, and we're gonna play Dragon Ball Z Gooserot. There we go.
God damn it!
No, it's true. They have an Untitled Goose mod, so
I know. You told me.
Well, PC modding. Once you open that door, you got everything.
Yeah.
Remember the Left 4 Dead 2 streams? I do.
Oh my god, I want to play Left 4 Dead eventually, man. Again.
But yeah. So that as far as Dragon Ball news, that's mostly what's been going out. He knows a couple of other attacks, but that's the main one to focus on, is the one that does literally double someone's health bar.
Now,
and you can switch out to it too. So let's say you leveled him up, you can switch him out to another character, have them do the super, and then switch back out to him and to do his level 3.
And you can also block. You get a level up if you do it correctly. You use an assist. You can take that time to level up. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can level up. And then there's the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, he can get free Dragon Balls, and if you get all 7, you get to, do the wish and basically end the fight. He's busted. He's fucking busted. They made him
esports, the anti-esports of gaming right now.
Yeah. So all tournaments are going to be Gogeta and Ultra Instinct Goku from now on. That's it. He also has a dramatic finish with Gogeta Blue, but
okay, I'm gonna say this right now. That trailer, if that's supposed to be the final trailer for Fighterz, I'm honestly happy with it. I think that was a good way to send things off because it plays the theme song of GT. Yeah. And having both Gogetas go at it for one final time and then unleashing that final attack, the destructive finish.
Up the fucking earth.
Yeah, in case you didn't know, there's actually 2 alternate endings to that attack, depending on which Gogeta wins.
Yeah, whoever wins. Yeah.
And I love it. I think it's really cool how they did something like that. They didn't need to, but they did it. And honestly, I appreciate it.
It's mostly, I will say, it's mostly fan pandering to the age-old question, which fusion is better. I'm surprised Vegito and Gogeta didn't get one, but yeah, it's the fan pandering to the age-old question, which character would win in a fight? It's one of those. At this point, I'm not sure how Fighterz is gonna top it if they do any more DLC characters, but that might be the last one. The next thing we're probably getting is on PS5 will be Fighterz 2. Whenever that comes out.
Yeah, and then we're going to regress back to 10 characters again or something.
I hope so, though. I hope we don't get an abundance of Gokus. I hope the people hear out our cries, because that shit was ridiculous.
I mean, as long as all the Gokus are from here and literally just copy-paste it to the other one.
Yeah.
Without any waste of resources.
Yeah.
Then I'll be fine. But honestly, I don't think there's really much they can do with Fighterz outside of just adding more.
Yeah, I think they're kind of done here. Like that. How do you top a send off like that?
Exactly. Both Gogeta fight.
I mean, to be fair, if you look at like Street Fighter 4, if you look how many characters are in that, they really. I mean, honestly, other than like maybe some, I think the only, and I don't know, did Dragon Ball Z Fighters actually do an engine update, or they just updated just characters?
I want to say they did update the engine because you used to only be able to use one assist, but now characters can use 3.
Right.
They changed things up a bit. They the defense
Balance
mechanisms
patches.
changed. Yeah, balance patches, and then they even changed like certain your EX move used to cost an entire bar, now it only costs half a bar.
Okay, so yeah, so the comparison between like Street Fighter 4 and Ultra Street Fighter 4 with all the characters and all the extra stuff is kind of a valid comparison, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. But
Okay.
yeah, that's all the Dragon Ball Z news. I know a lot of people have been asking me what's my opinions on it. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I don't like Fighterz roster now. I used to like it when it came out. Now I'm just like, ugh.
Is it because of all the Gokus?
Yeah, it's mostly because of the Gokus and Vegetas. Yeah,
You pay $5 for those Gokus.
and Vegetas. Yeah.
It makes Street Fighter 5 look like a freaking like
Street Fighter 5 Street Fighter, I already talked about this with you and Terrell. Street Fighter 5 had a whole different level of problem. Fighters that should have been in the base game were DLC, and that shit was confusing me.
Yep. At least now with the stuff that they have now coming out, since Dan just recently came out, and they're gonna have like what is it, Ori and what is the other one? The not what is that Akira? Oh, no, Akira, not Akira. What the hell is it? It's the one from Rival Schools.
Yeah, Sakura.
Sakura.
It's Sakura.
Sakura from Rival Schools.
Yeah, she was from Rival Schools. Yes, that is Sakura. Because I'm telling you,
there's another one, but there's like a season 5 pass, and there's gonna be like 5 characters. The 5th one we don't know yet.
Right? Because I know
5 is as John says, Street Fighter 5 is a lot better game now. I know when it came out, the fucking net code was all over the place, and it was a shit fest. But now, people really like the game. I do too, actually. I'm not a fighting game connoisseur. I mean, I just play it casually, but I do like the mechanics now. Like I can see definitely, since they added the arcade mode and the story mode, which weren't even in the fucking original game.
Yeah, the arcade mode. You guys told me it wasn't in there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It's like the original game had no story, no arcade mode. Like, what the fuck? You just release a game and you just do verses. It's like,
I guess the transition would be into the next topic, KG, because I know you obviously experienced it, and you experienced a little bit more because you earned like the artwork for it. Pyra and Mythra, they were put in Smash, so we obviously got to talk about them.
And yes, we do. So recently, people, before we get further into the discussion about that, I do want to talk about something that a lot of folks had discovered recently with Pyra in particular. There is not necessarily a glitch, but people have found out how to do a 0 to kill with Pyra. And so you know the side B attack where Pyra unleashes the blade and it turns into like this spinning circle?
I fucking hate that move, but yeah.
Yeah, so when the opponent gets hit by it, Pyra can still move, meaning that she can go and jump on top of the opponent and footstool them back to the ground. And you can also do a quick hop back down to the ground as well. Your sword will immediately come back. You give him a jab and immediately do the side B again. And you can do this rinse and repeat how many times you want. Until you get to a certain percentage where you can use your up B or up A and pretty much lunge him into the air and kill him.
Oh my god. And she's new. Those girls are new too, so we're not going to get a patch for them until like what? 2 months from now? 2 or 3 months?
Yeah, so this was something that I believe occurred with other characters in the past before they got patched out, so maybe this will be something that will eventually get patched out in due time. However, for the moment, this is one of the many glitches, because there are way more that exist with Pyra and Mythra, particularly with 2v2s. If you happen to have Pyra or Mythra and you're teaming up with Joker, when you do the swap attack, well, actually, let's go talk a little bit about Joker. Joker has the ability to kind of hit somebody and will gain a little bit more of that, what do you call it, the gauge that fills up, and so that way Joker can summon his persona. When you hit Pyra or Mythra with that particular attack that levels up the gauge for a little bit, what you can do is that you can have Pyra and Mythra switch out with each other, and it will fill it up without you getting damaged whatsoever. And as long as that continues to fill up, once you reach it to max, Joker will be able to instantly summon his persona. It's not supposed to be like that, of course, but it is something regardless, and it's kind of crazy to think that this is a mechanic that now Pyra and Mythra have under their potential. Also, yeah, Wario got nerfed. His Toot attack no longer does much more. Ganondorf got buffed, so any of you Ganondorf fans out there.
Yeah, I've been seeing that buff online. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Who else got Pichu got buffed, which is another good
Pichu,
thing.
thank God.
Yeah, I don't understand why it took a while for Pichu, but yeah, Pichu got some buff up, so that's all good there. Certain characters have gotten a lot of benefits thanks to some of the newest updates for it. But now let's get into the meat of this discussion. Pyra / Mythra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Am I so happy to finally see them home in Smash, man. I don't know if it's just me, but Monolith Soft loves the Xenoblade franchise. They went out of their way to make that that additional video that they uploaded into the Smash Bros channel, where it's like saying Pyra and Mythra saying thank you for allowing us to be in Smash, and we can't wait to have a good time before Pyra turns into Mythra, and then she says I'm not going to lose, and she runs off. Like, they didn't need to do any of that, but Monolith Soft did all of it. Monolith Soft was the one that created the cinematic trailer that you saw in the reveal for Pyra and Mythra. Sakurai gave them the full power to do that. And I thought that was really great, because who better to write the story about Pyra and Mythra getting into Xenoblade, from Xenoblade into Smash Brothers, than Monolith Soft themselves, you know? I'm very happy with that. I think they did a brilliant job with the trailer. I think they did an amazing job with the moveset. A lot of the references that are thrown into this game are just phenomenal. And that also includes, and this is the power of Sakurai too. Sakurai, he got us official artwork for a particular character that never got full artwork in the game. It took us 3 years to finally get full official artwork of Numa. 3 years. All we had was like this little avatar icon of her design, and that was it. But thanks to Smash Brothers and Sakurai, we finally got the full true design of Numa in 2D art, and it is one of the best blessings that we could have received, man. If you want to know who Numa is, she's the green hair chick in the Spirit Boards, the legend one that you could fight. I won't say much more in regards to that, because play the game for yourself to understand what's going on with that. But yeah, there's a lot of spoilers here and there regarding Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and this game. So it's nothing necessarily huge, but still, regardless, it's so fun for Xenoblade fans to spot these things and notice all the little details and all that, and it's just phenomenal. I love it. The costume designs referencing Numa, referencing Nia, and referencing the cute little costume that Pyra wore in that one particular act. Having like this villainous design to them as well, a gold and platinum design. Like, oh my god, they just went balls to the wall with this one. So yeah, as a Xenoblade fan, I am very, very happy with what they pulled off here. This was something a lot of fans were hoping to see. We got spoiled. Honestly, we got very spoiled with this one. They also introduced like 16, 19 songs, I think it was, into Smash Ultimate via the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 soundtrack, getting 3 additional remixes as well for 3 songs I didn't expect to see get remixes of. So that's also great too. Like I stated before, the moveset that Pyra and Mythra have are based on a lot of the attacks that they perform in the game, and even the Final Smash as well, with Rex included in the Final Smash. The Torna Battle song is absolutely phenomenal. I love that too. Surprise, but My God, yeah. So
we're gonna use photon edge.
I really hope, and I'm very happy as well, because thanks to Pyra and Mythra coming into Smash Brothers, a lot of people have begun getting interested in regards to where these characters originated from. So a lot of Smash players and just a lot of fans of Smash Brothers in general have begun, playing and purchasing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Hell, even one of the more competitive players out there, Mewtwo King, bought Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and he's having an absolute fun time of his life playing that game. Before, of course, getting into the Pyra and Mythra gameplay stuff that you see right now on his channel.
Yeah, a lot of people are using Mythra too, like because she plays like a competitive Smash character. Like her speed is very reminiscent of like the faster characters in the game.
Yeah. Also, think you can take me, Evie. That saying though is my favorite thing because they actually have that as Mythra's taunt. And that is a reference to the guards in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. There is a joke, by the way. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, when the game first originally came out, these characters had one particular line that they said over and over and over and over again. It was, think you can take me? But think about it like this. You hear one opponent say that. It's like, okay, now hear 10 of them say it at the same time. And it just becomes so hilarious to where Monolith Soft actually had to patch that voice line out. However, in Smash Brothers, for some particular reason, Mythra says that line in the Smash Brothers game as a nod to those guards. That is such beautiful attention to detail I didn't think I'd see coming, man. Sakurai, Monolith Soft, once again, they know their lore, they know the jokes, they know what people want, and they delivered. Hell, they even got, and for some reason, this is a very a controversial take that's going on right now. There's apparently jiggle physics too. I don't know why everybody's talking about that, but yeah, they also have jiggle physics too. Why? I don't know. People seem to be talking about that.
Because it's not Sony.
Yeah. But Nintendo?
Yeah. We talked about
Nintendo is the real place to play.
Yeah. Nintendo do what
Sony don't.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Good boys and girls. Yeah, now let's get my Shiranui to come into Smash Brothers and we're good.
Are you surprised? Have you been seeing the women on Nintendo recently?
Pixar? It's International Women's Day. Let it slide.
Pixar and Nintendo are going
Anyway.
Don't forget, we got 2 new spirits for Persona 5 Strikers and the Ghost and Goblins. Yeah, if you have a save file of those games, you also will get those spirits as well. So make sure you buy your games, according to Nintendo and Sakurai. And overall, once again, I'm very happy with what Sakurai did with Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm very happy with what Monolith Soft did for promoting the game into Smash Brothers with that trailer, having all the references to the DLC, having references to the main storyline itself, and even, of course, the music remixes and that little video that they made at the very end when Pyra and Mythra officially released into the Smash game. Fun characters. Honestly, I think I might make Pyra and Mythra my secondary mains in Smash Brothers. I've never really had a secondary.
Mythra's my secondary main.
Yeah, Pyra is going to be my main, though. So, yeah. Yeah, I did notice that about Bridget's design. Yeah, she got a bit of a censorship because in her original one, in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, there's like this section in the middle of her clothes that's transparent. But in Smash Brothers, it looks like she's wearing a pink sweater. So, I don't know. It just looks so cute. I think they just made it look much better, in my personal opinion, than the transparent design they were kind of going for. So, yeah. So, small little details.
They don't want to show the navel.
Yeah, but everybody seems to be going straight into Pyra's butt. Hell, even Sakurai is an ass, man, thanks to the Sakurai presentation, because he had to choose. I love that Sakurai went to choose, because in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you do have to make a certain decision. And Sakurai kind of had to do that in the presentation that he did. And he stated he preferred Pyra over Mythra. But he doesn't say, like, why. He just says, I prefer Pyra as a fighter, and then looks at the Pyra statue and is like, as a fighter, you know. So I love that.
Hides a lotion under desk.
See, this is why I didn't want to record at home.
I like when Sakurai. Yeah, he did say, "Hopefully, I want to record back in the studio." Get that coming out of my face.
Lotion, get out of here.
I like that he so casually put that Kirby got a buff too, because he goes, Kirby's attacks do more than his original person he absorbs. In fact, Kirby does more attacks than everybody absorbs. But make sure you get Pyra and Mythra. It just very subtly says the Pyra and Mythra. Like, no, go back to the Kirby thing.
He just shoved that immediately. Yeah. I love how quick he is with his timing, man. I think that's the best thing about him.
Kirby's B special when absorbed does more than Pyra's and Mythra's. In fact, Kirby does everything better than everybody.
Kirby is a star.
Oh, we get to record back in the studio again.
And that's his baby. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's his creation.
Yeah, John actually brings up a good point. Yeah, Sakurai did say originally Xenoblade 2 was his favorite Nintendo Switch game. And I mean, also let's not forget about Sakurai trolling about when he heard Rex and he's like, "Y'all hear something?" And that was Rex being like, "I thought I was supposed to be in Smash." You're like, who? Nah, but seriously though, while it is sad to see Rex not make it in, I do love how they incorporated Rex into Pyra and Mythra's moveset via the taunts, the victory animations, and the final smash. I think that was really cool. Yeah, you know, because like Rex is a goofball. I think that's the best way to say it. He is a goofball, and he just simply wants to be there to have a good time. So Rex is there in the taunts, and I love how people
he didn't play the Pokemon trainer role and just be in the background.
And before the next fighter is Lloyd from Tales of Symphonia.
Another sword fight. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, but yeah, so because of this, ladies and gents, that means we only have 2 more fighters left to go through. It's kind of sad to see that. Maybe it are the final 2 characters, or maybe there might be a season 3. I'm not so certain. But Sakurai did say he wanted to make Smash Ultimate the best one there is, especially given, you know, this was the final project with Iwata as well.
Yeah, I think every other game after it should probably just be this ported, because there's no way they're going to.
There's no way.
They cannot top this. But at the same time, could they even port this? Because that means they still got to get all the licensing yet again for all the characters, all the music.
The only way I would see it is if they make the cartridge slot cross-generational.
Yeah.
That too, yeah. Maybe it'll be like a Switch Pro, and it'll still be able to use the cartridge, but enhance the experience with that. I'm not certain how that's gonna work, but hey, there is this rumor that's coming about this year saying that a Switch Pro is on its way. Something about like an LCD that's gonna have a 720p screen input, and yeah, go on.
Well, what they said, what the rumors are saying is that Nintendo apparently bought like a shit ton of Samsung OLED displays at 7 inches. Mm-hmm. And some people think that's going to be the new Switch Pro or whatever. The problem is it's from like a half-ass rumored source from like Wall Street Journal or whatever. So I want to take that with a grain of salt. Like, why? I mean, then again, though, why the fuck are you looking at like Nintendo buying fucking OLED displays? And plus, actually, if they do that, then that means that it's worse pixel density than the original screen.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how this is all gonna turn out. It's still relatively early in development. We don't even know if any of this stuff is true, but I do hope it is true because. What they're saying is that while the Switch itself will relatively stay the same, it's the dock that will be the thing that will enhance the gameplay experience.
I hope you like burn-in, because that's what the fuck OLEDs do.
But yeah, the dock is supposedly going to enhance the Switch gameplay on TV or on screen to like 4K. It's supposed to do some enhancements to all that jazz, and yeah, I'm curious to see how that's all going to work out. We'll just have to wait to hear more information about it when it drops. As of right now, it's still pretty early to tell, but I am still excited nonetheless for what is to come. from Nintendo.
Evie make a great point in the chat. It's like, okay, it's been fucking what 4 years since the Switch came out. Can I buy a fucking Yokai Watch or fucking Pokemon theme for my fucking menu?
Why isn't there?
Why don't Switches have? Yeah, why don't Switches have themes? That bugs me. My 3DS has a theme.
Don't tell me it's going to be a
theme.
Switch Pro exclusive.
The 3D,
Watch
the
is gonna
3DS,
be it.
3DS has had themes since fucking 2014.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so see, it was a new Nintendo 3DS that went above and beyond because you were able to like customize the template of the actual console itself. So I'm wondering if that's what they're going to attempt to do with the Switch Pro. It's going to be like, yeah, the Switch itself doesn't have enough power for menu themes, but the Switch Pro does. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm not certain what they're gonna do, but hey, it's Nintendo at this point, so who knows?
I think probably other reason wanted to do that is I guess they didn't want people to freaking take the themes and fucking smash and exploit the fuck out of it like they did with the 3DS. I guess maybe that's why they decided not to do it.
Mhm.
But that's still stupid.
Yeah, so we'll see once again when more information comes. So right now I do have one last thing to announce or to talk about rather yet, and that is the anime side of things, because last week, if you guys are Demon fans, you got some shit, like good shit, in last week's event that went down, because it was officially confirmed after how many years now has it been since we've last seen this anime? I'm trying to think off the top of my head how many years it has been. But before I get to that one, I think 8 years. Oh, Evie's going to get in on this. Okay. Yeah, me and my boy Evie, we tend to talk about this sort of stuff with anime. We have our Anipod section, of the week. But 2 big announcements came out. If you guys are Devil fans, you guys got some good shit. One of my personal favorite anime of last year, The Misfit of Demon King Academy, is going to be returning for a second season. Not certain as to when, but it is confirmed to be coming. And honestly, I'm very excited for Anos' second season. That's going to be so exciting. I cannot wait to see how that's going to turn down.
Ooh!
And there you are, Evie.
No idea, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for Anos again, man. I can't wait for his ridiculous quotes that he's going to say. Like you think you could kill me even though I'm dead, or some shit like that, like he said in the first season. But aside from that, though, we also got the confirmation for Shield Hero. The second season has been officially confirmed to be coming out in October of this year. After many debates and shit about saying it's coming out in this year, we finally got an official month in.
From now.
I know. It's unfortunate to see it's going to be coming very later than expected. Maybe some production issues happening, given the pandemic and all that.
Fun.
Then we have Iruma-kun coming up in the first week of April.
Yeah, so for once again more demon love going on right now. But then the big one. The absolute big one. Evie, I'm going to let this one for you because I know you are a big fan of this one. And that's why you got in here.
Oh, of course, I got it. But, yes, we finally, since 2013, it's been almost 10 years, we finally got a second season announcement of The Devil is a Part-Timer, which, for those of you guys who haven't known yet, you guys have no idea how huge of a deal this is for me and many other fans who have been waiting for this kind of announcement. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it wasn't going to happen. It's just something that has been circulating around social media when I finished up this anime. Even a lot of fans think for themselves that we aren't getting a second season, but man, it's just crazy to think how I think it was announced yesterday or Saturday, I believe.
Let me double check on this. It was announced on March 6th.
March 6th. Okay, so that was 2 days ago. I just woke up and I was just going to Twitter, and next thing you know, I see Funimation tweeting about the second season of The Devil's a Part-Timer has been announced. And I'm like, yo, let's fucking go.
And as Donnie said, the Japanese cast are all coming back to reprise their roles. So it's not like a new cast. No, it's original cast coming back after almost a decade, man. That is absolutely incredible.
Happy about that.
But let's not stop there, man, because there was a third announcement that had nothing to do with what was going on that day that made me smile. Spy X Family was officially greenlit and is expected to get an anime real soon. People have been waiting so long for that, man. For so long. And I'm not going to talk much about it now because we don't know much information in regards to the animation studio that's going to be working on it, the voice cast or anything. It's only, as of right now, just been greenlit. And it's going to be in the works. But it is coming. And that is exciting to me, man. I can finally see these things animate. You guys have no idea how excited I am for that. You might be, because I think this was announced during the time we were playing Smash Brothers in Tyrone's channel when that was happening. But man, this was a good week for anime fans, for real.
Yeah. Makun is April 17th, and also as I mentioned last week, the Yokai Watch with the little musical note is April the 9th, if I remember correctly.
Yes, so April is going to be a busy month with a lot of fantasy elements stuff
My
happening.
Hero Academia. Did we talk about that one again?
Season 5?
Yeah,
new
that's
My
gonna
Hero
pre-
Academia.
Oh, when
That's
did
gonna
that
premiere at
premiere?
the end of this.
27th March.
27th.
27th of March or April?
Oh,
March.
yes.
March.
The Yakuza Husband one is also going to be coming out next month, is it not?
Yes. The Way of the House has been. I'm looking forward to that on Netflix.
Yeah, that's going to be coming out on Netflix, though, so I'm looking forward to that. There was also another one in particular. Who said it before, aside from that one? What else?
Also, another huge
Fruits
news,
Basket it was.
Yes, the final season. Another thing, too, that's been getting more attention as days roll by. Not to forget that Shaman King is also going to premiere on April, the reboot.
Yeah.
This is a year of like bringing back old shit, man. Nostalgia is coming through hard this year, and honestly, I am all for it. Now, just give me a couple of things though, anime. If we're gonna be bringing back shit that we never thought would ever see come back at all, like the Devil's Part-Timer, and all that. Can I get a Senko-san season 2, and can I also get a Netoge season 2 as well? I'm just saying, I want to see those two get a second season. We need Senko-san in our life right now, especially in this current situation we're in.
We need Gamers season 2. We need that shit. Like
you mean Misunderstanding the season? Listen.
Yeah, but that shit is great. Besides, they had that fucking 4 light novels, and you don't fucking probably more than that. And
no, there's more. I think
there's more than that. There's like tons of light novels, and they don't even fucking adapt it. It's like, what the fuck? You have this thing.
Also, for all you Demon Slayer fans, second season has been confirmed.
Yeah, that was, I think, announced around the same time as when the movie launched, or was that like a few months after? But to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of Gamers, only because it made me pissed so... It ticked me off so much, only because every single episode, it was always misunderstanding after misunderstanding, and I'm like, y'all could have just solved all of your problems had you just did the talk no jutsu. But none of you did. And he just extended this conversation for like a full season.
Also the fact that the main character's name is the same name as freaking Yokai Watch, Amino Keita. So. Different kanji, but the same fucking name, which is probably why they had to fucking change the name. Right.
I forgot to mention this. Another anime KG that I still need to finish up on its first season. Bofuri is getting a second season too.
Yeah, I've heard of that as well, and I'm excited to see. I'm just excited for all this, man, and I can't wait for one of my personal favorites to finally come as well. The 300 Slime anime. That's also going to be dropping soon too. Oh man, this is a good year for anime. Like last year was pretty mellow. Like, even at the final year, there wasn't really that much good quality anime content last year. Aside from, like, the occasional typical ones that everybody's familiar with. But, like, the new shit, the old shit, the nostalgic ones, it's all hitting hard with this year. And I'm looking forward to it 100%. So, can't wait.
Coming and it won't stop 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 coming.
But yeah, I wonder, like, if they're bringing these revivals back for a lot of shows you wouldn't think would come back, Makes you kind of wonder, like, what other anime shows could get this same level of treatment and a second chance? Like, what would
Mob
fans want?
Psycho 100 season 3.
Do they even have enough content in the manga?
I don't know,
I don't
but I
think
don't
they do.
care.
I
I
think they
want to
have
see
like.
my boy.
I think there's only enough content for maybe like 2-3 episodes. So maybe they could make like a movie OVA, because I think they're supposed to be at like the very end of the arc. Like that was supposed to be the big finale. I'm not sure though. I didn't pay much attention to the manga itself to really understand, but that's what a lot of people have been saying. So we'll see. They have enough content for final season. Okay, good. So maybe we might get a final season for Mob Psycho then, or at least a movie.
And apparently, the summertime we're getting a freaking Prince of Tennis movie. Okay.
Isn't that the CGI one?
Yay.
Yeah, that's what I heard a while ago, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know why it's CGI, but yeah, it looks faithful. I want to say, at least to the original. I think you know what's becoming crazy to me is how a lot of the CGI is really starting to look very reminiscent to the 2D art style that exists from there. You know,
Well, that's just to like improve. That's just like improvements. Remember, Blender now does like cell shaded freaking 3D models now. So, I think we could thank Blender and Clip Art Studio for this stuff.
Yeah, the first one, in all honesty, that I felt was actually being true to the original source, as silly as this might sound, is Lupin the Third, the first movie.
That's correct. The 2017
yes.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie looks phenomenal and looks as faithful as it could possibly be for a CGI film. People need to watch that when they get a chance, and I'm looking forward to seeing the film whenever I get the chance as well.
Game Boy.
My phone.
It's all right. But yeah, so I don't know. I got nothing much more to say. If there are any other anime announcements that came out that I might not be familiar with, please let me know. And yeah, as I set things up for our second half of the discussion for tonight, I'm just happy. I think this week in general has been a pretty good week for announcements and for reveals and dates and all that. So for those who have been waiting for a while,
Donnie,
the
reason... Yeah, Donnie, I meant that because since 2.5, so it's like the last, like, I don't know, 5 years or so. That's why there's like tons of improvements.
What are your thoughts about Ghibli's first CGI film? I've never watched it yet, so I can't give a valid opinion on it.
Yeah.
Although it is definitely a very big change from the traditional 2D style they go for. Yeah. Speaking of which, we still need to do that Ghibli run through. I want to watch Spirited Away again. It's been 15-something years since I've last seen that movie, man. For some reason, I still remember a lot of the scenes from the film, but I kept it. You know.
Also, Utada Hikaru dropped her freaking the Evangelion song today. Actually.
Oh yeah, the singer who's known very well.
Yeah, one last kiss debuted today.
Great Kingdom Hearts song. Speaking about songs, actually, good time. Beverly, the singer who did the song Coco in Pokemon the movie Coco, she is going to be releasing the English version of that song later this month. I think next week.
And then TPCI doesn't use it.
Do something right, please.
What was it? The Polynesian was the one that used it? Or
probably Singaporean, maybe.
Yeah, the Singapore. That's the one I was thinking of. Because I believe that Beverly also did a song for Pokemon Movie 20 that was only in that language, Portuguese. So
Singapore. Wait,
Singapore. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep thinking about that, but Singapore got an exclusive song.
Singapore is English. I mean, Singapore's one of the main languages is English.
Yeah, I don't know why my mind is jobbled right now. I apologize, but basically, Beverly did a song for Movie 20 that never came into TPCI's hands. I fear we're gonna get a part 2 of that as well.
I mean, are we surprised? No.
Which makes me kind of question what are the songs that are going to be in Coco then. Because I don't know. Are they even going to have songs? Are they going to be completely removed? Are they just going to add typical background music?
No, Goldfarb needs to channel his Phil Collins and make...
No.
Don't stop you crying.
No. It's gonna be his rip-off cover of "Coming in the Air Tonight."
in the day.
Didn't the last couple of years though they kept the I think the original soundtrack on both movies, the 20 for Mewtwo and then the Power OS.
The Power of Us
Yeah.
was the closest minus one song. I think it was one or two songs.
Yeah, I mean 22. I mean 22. We had the Japanese audio, but we're not. It's not lightning. Lightning's not going to strike twice here. Now the thing is though, Miyazaki didn't do all of the background music on this one, so maybe it'll be okay. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what their decision is. Now, if TPCI gets the Beverly song, that's going to be a real freaking crazy number to think about. But we had to be consistent here and be realistic because they blew up all their money on the freaking Watermelon guy. So and Katy Perry, not the Watermelon guy.
Well, since we're on the topic of the anime and we're going to be transitioning into the episode, I got to talk with the content creator that is making some. He's got an idea that I really like, and I feel like he should get more spotlight for it. Since we talk about the anime and the Pokemon anime a lot anyway, and a lot of people come here to hear about the Pokemon anime. There's a YouTuber.
Oh, there
it is. There's a YouTuber, Pokemon. He does Pokemon content. His name is Professor Silver. I got to actually talk with him, and he's like, he's allowed us to let you guys know which Pokemon he's reviewing each time because he reviews a different Pokemon of the anime every week, a day before the PokePod starts. And this week he's doing Brock's Ludicolo. So if you want to check out the entire history of Brock's Ludicolo from Lotad to Ludicolo throughout the entirety of the anime, including the stuff that like Ludicolo wasn't with the entire gang with, like when Ludicolo was with Brock's mom and dad and stuff. That's all in his. He covers all of that on his YouTube channel, which is Professor Silver.
I just linked his channel.
Yeah, so go ahead and check him out if you want to watch. And he's got other ones too. He doesn't even just have like Brock's. He got Ash's Pokemon, obviously. He's got Misty.
Didn't Serena Sylveon also?
Yeah, he did Serena Sylveon. He did Team.
Oh, okay. No, okay, I know. I've seen that before.
Electivire.
Yeah.
Jesse's Mimikyu. Okay.
Yeah, he reviewed Jessie Mimikyu.
Oh my gosh, he did Misty's Politoed.
Yeah, he been did.
There we go.
Yeah, he been did that one. I sent you the link to that one.
Yeah, well, I don't watch half the TikToks you send me.
What the fuck? That means you openly ignore me.
Yeah.
Right at 5:55 p.m.
Exactly. What the fuck? And then she'll be the first one to be like, Tyrone doesn't tag me.
You send me too many links.
I
don't have time.
You don't have. Okay. I see how it is.
You subscribe and get no ads.
I know, right? They're in the middle of a feud.
You kill me. You kill me, Polly.
One day, Tyrone.
The point is, go watch Professor Silver. He does great content. I like his idea. And he doesn't just review Pokemon from the main cast. He also reviews like other people's Pokemon and stuff. Like basically, if they're in the anime and they have a Pokemon of noticeable presence, he'll talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
So go check him out. Because he even did Paul's Electivire recently.
That's a really unique idea. I like that.
Yeah, it's a really good idea, and I feel like he needs more eyes on that.
Yeah.
So go check him out. He's reviewing Ludicolo. If he gives permission, we might actually be able to tell you guys the ones he's reviewing a week before he reviews them.
Neat.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I'd like to talk with the man at some point.
But yeah, we just want to give it time, give him time to grow, right?
Yeah, of course. But much luck to him, and may his content continue to thrive in the YouTube scene. It's always important for him. All right, then. So, are we ready then, folks?
Let's do it.
Okay, so... Right. Oh, Evie?
So, so I haven't seen the episode, so I will be going back to my homework. Thank you guys for having me as always. Just to give my quick thoughts on the episode, though. Monkey. All right, good night, everyone.
Except it's the wrong fucking week.
No, that is because here's the thing. The best way to summarize this episode, nobody was focusing on this episode. Everybody was focused on the preview.
And it's kind of a shame because there's actually some redeeming qualities, which I was
Yeah,
going to...
yeah. I actually liked this two-parter. This is like the
Yeah.
first two-parter I actually liked.
Well,
I wouldn't call it the best two-parter, but I definitely would call it a surprising
I'd
two-parter.
say it's in second place out of the 3 that have existed.
Yes.
Which is not really that much of a competition, in all honesty.
No.
But yeah, let's get right into it. So this episode has 2 stories going down with it. The first story regarding the Gulpins that we're seeing right now on screen, and the second story involving a bunch of turtles. Probably Richie's favorite episode of all time, thanks to that. But yeah, let's start breaking things down by talking about how this all worked out. First of all, Giovanni's an asshole. He sent them a gacha machine filled with 99% Gulpin.
Oops, all Gulpins.
And just one cute little turtle. In that entire thing, in the entire machine, it was only just Gulpins and that one turtle. And that's it. Choodle. Really? Oh, we really going there with this one. But yeah, so let's start talking about that first of all. I don't know what they're doing with Giovanni. I don't even know what the hell they're doing with it. In fact, actually, I'm going to say it right now. I think this is the best usage of the gacha machine that they had in this entire series.
Long drawn out sigh about how much they ruined Team Rocket, but
don't worry, we'll get into that debate in the second half of this hour.
Okay.
But yeah, so the gacha machine, I think, in all honesty, this was the best implementation of it in this episode when they gave zero shit about it.
because Pelipper fucking smashed the machine, and the machine fucking like put out everything because it doesn't have any hands.
I just loved it so much because what was it? James and Jessie were just busy like trying to snooze and everything, and James just picks up the Meowth and just puts him into the machine and just leaves him like that throughout the whole day.
Can we talk about Jessie's dream? Because that was
okay. So Jessie said something around the lines of like squishy as a gumi.
Your skin is as soft as a. What was it? TSS.
Yeah, it was a gumi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nomura, was it?
Numina.
Yeah, the gumi. And also, yeah, there was the Arbok cup as well. So cute little reference there. But yeah, so what was that dream she was having?
I don't know. Fantasy.
I don't know.
As soft as a gumi. Who is she referring to? And why the hell did James get the punishment for it?
I mean, she was giggling. She was like, "Oh, stop!" So that must have been an interesting dream.
She's getting fucked.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, why do y'all play around this shit so much?
I was like exactly what I was thinking.
What are y'all?
I don't know.
What are you, 5?
What are you, 12?
What are you, 12?
Whatever.
Just say it. Jesus Christ.
So all the Gulpin escape, and the first thing that then what happens is freaking Go just randomly find something in the bush, and then freaking Satoshi just says, "Oh, here you go," and then just freaking Gulpin just he sticks it up his head goes up its ass or whatever, and then it just gets stuck, and then his hand gets stuck onto the freaking Gulpin because it has the sticky. Had that ability. So
then all the Ash Go shippers get everything they want in this episode because they're holding hands or whatever.
Yep. And then what ends up happening is all the other Gulpin just decide. Okay, Satoshi just decides. Oh, look at that! It's an Alakazam, and let's run over there. And then all the Gulpin just show up, and then they knock into him, and then it's like they just roll past. And the first thing that came to my mind when I saw it at like 6 o'clock in the morning is. Katamari Damashi.
Yes.
La,
copyright.
I'm only upset because like I wish the ball had gotten bigger. I wanted it to be like
I wanted to get buildings. I wanted to get buildings and shit.
Yeah, right. This is a 2-parter episode. Make it as silly as you want. Make this fucker huge. You already launched a Magikarp into space.
This stupid ball picked up a Snorlax and lived
on the way. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, I think I liked the gag. I like the whole thing where it's like, but I would have to say that the biggest and the MVP of both of these Parter episodes is Masafumi Mima, which is the sound director, because we get a fucking unheard of fucking remix of Hara Hara Doki Doki, or is also known as Bee's Graplock theme, where it's like freaking the song begins and then we have a and then we had a bass lead for about 12 bars, and then we have it punch right in with the guitar lead, which is not on the original mix.
I call it the Jaws theme.
Yeah,
Sharpedo.
yeah, but it was really cool to have that. But I think the most significant thing was that Satoshi and Go misheard Sakuragi. But first of all, having Renji freaking taking the video and shit like out and about, that was funny. But the thing was, he said that Sakuragi said Ieki was the cause, which is Gastra Acid. That's the move Gastra Acid. That's why it's like.
How's that going to translate in English?
Yeah, that was the one
That's
I was gonna ask, too.
it's not because when Go and Satoshi say they think like, oh, we gotta say yay or yeah, and then they yell yeah, and then the whole thing just decides to blow up.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, that's gonna make.
Yay!
That's gonna make.
Yeah.
That's not gonna make That's not gonna make any sense in English.
No, it's not.
My most
That was like
anticipated episode, just only because I want to know what the hell they're gonna work around for
that
that.
was actually
That's pretty much what it is, and I think that they're not gonna be able to make it effective. If they do, I'll give them the round of applause. But this is kind of the mishearing where I don't think it's gonna translate well into English. Just like the Ewok on a roof thing that wasn't translated properly in one of the episodes. Remember that one?
Oh, the when they're playing the game.
Yeah, and then you see then you see in Satoshi's hand that was the Gengar episode where you see the thought bubble, and then the original one you see the Ewok freaking on top of the roof.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
they didn't even move that. They removed that in the international version.
they couldn't figure out a good answer, so they just said delete.
Yeah, because again, it's a freaking pun, and it's an untranslatable pun that doesn't work.
I mean, yeah, OG series mistranslated a lot, but at least they knew they made better jokes to work around.
Yes. Yeah, I agreed with that.
And they also did horrible edits like that, like the coffee or whatever it was, the grape juice back in the early episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then after that we get to the second part, which I enjoyed a lot too, to be honest.
Going back on the first part, I like how serious Sakuragi and what's the chick's name?
Kikuna?
Kikuna? Yeah, Kikuna.
Kikuna.
I like how serious Kikuna and Sakuragi took this situation when they were in the lab. Like the quality was damn near on XY levels of art. Like why were they drawn so seriously?
I enjoyed those shots of Sakuragi.
Yeah, exactly. These shots drawn so well. What the fuck?
Yeah, why in this episode?
it looked like a movie. It was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this particular shot?
But I think that's what made me enjoy this episode so much more, at least for the first act, because it was like the production value for what might be the stupidest concept of all time.
And they're so serious.
Oh my god, you guys are right.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the pictures.
And they're so serious too. She's all like incoming giant object in 34 meters and stuff. Like they're super serious about it.
I think.
Because it's about the knocking of the fucking building. It's like obviously.
I have something. Wait, so what were you gonna say, Tara?
No, I was just saying. I was just still like. I was just really thrown back by the seriousness they took of the situation.
Yeah. But no, my favorite thing about both these parts were the Pokemon, the expressions of the other just these random side Pokemon who got thrown into the shuffle, like into the Gulpin ball, and then there's something in the turtle one that there's just this random Pokemon in the park is reacting. Like some of their faces were hilarious.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So, but overall, like I said, it's like it did this. Well, the first half I really enjoyed because of the sound direction and the choice of music. I think just the atmosphere. It was just fun to look at. And plus, hey, Katamari Damacy reference. So why the fuck not?
Yeah. Who expected that though? That's my. That's
nobody fucking did that. Nobody expected that. So great. So great. The preview didn't freaking spoil anything, so that was really cool.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I have to say this is a good Meowth episode too, because it's been a while since we've kind of spent some time with him without the other Rockets, or at least without this whole Journeys persona they have.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is just one of those things where, okay, there's a break, there's no plot, let's do whatever the fuck we want. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. But I like how, this is definitely going to go viral on PokeTube or whatever.
Okay, can I talk about the best characters in this entire show?
Yay.
Team Rocket Dex?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
it's like yeah. Oh, he's like, oh, you want to do a recording? Oh, well, bother.
Yeah, how is the Dex the best character in the show? It only appeared for like 2 episodes.
Because it's fucking Pikachu demonstratizing fucking the Rockets, and it's
an apathetic Pikachu voice. Yeah,
even the phone's like looking like so bored. Like really, like it's like so damn sarcastic. I don't know. That phone that made me laugh every time.
Yeah, like I said, it's the quintessential Pikachu. Fuck you, Rockets, for doing all this shit to me for the last 20 years. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we get into that. So we go back into the Rocket hideout, and then we have Meowth comes to, and then it's like and then Sonansu comes up and he hits his fucking head on the table, which is fucking funny. Then he turns to Gosh, is like, oh, you want? It's like, oh, okay, you want one turn to make you satisfied. Okay, fine. Then the Choodle comes out. Then it runs away. It doesn't run, but it gets away. So it's like, oh, we got to follow it. And it goes down to the park. Then it meets like a Naitoru or fucking Turtwig, right? Mm-hmm. Then they're like doing this stare down. They want to have this freaking race and shit. Funnily enough, I think the Naito is voiced by Shinichiro Miki. I know that because it sounds like him, and it sounds like the original one, except it's slightly different because it's not Satoshi's. But plus, it's been like what, fucking 11 years since. It's been about 10 and a half years since we've seen Turtwig in the anime, realistically. Mm-hmm. So yeah, to see that. Well, I mean, Satoshi's Turtwig because it was like 2010. But yeah,
I think it was before that.
No, it was 2010 because remember. Oh yeah, wait, before that. It's 2009.
Yeah, no, because I was like, I think
because it evolved. Obviously
it evolved in a grotto.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah, 2008, 2009, somewhere along that crap. So then we get into the thing proper. They say, oh, we're going to have a race. We're going to have all this shit. So they start the race, and then we have, oh my god, it's like we have like random turtle Pokemon appearing.
One after the other. There was. Why is there a fossil turtle Pokemon just chilling in the
Tortuga just random in the fucking sand and shit?
Turtle.
Yeah, but it's an extinct turtle. It's not supposed to be alive.
It becomes relevant in the later part of the episode. But again, the music choices in this fucking half are fucking just god tier. You have Ichiwaru, then you have the what was the other one? The one that they usually use with Satoshi and Go to go on the adventure and shit.
Yeah.
We have Choodle falling and Turtwig saving it. We have Kotas doing the freaking the smoke screen shit. But also by the way, I think it's the same VA that did him in the original. I think so. I gotta relook. Well, I'm talking about Flannery's one. So it did sound similar, especially when it tried to do like the laughing thing. So then we have that. Then we have the random Tortuga coming out, and it was like just random turtle Pokemon appearing. But just when you thought it couldn't get any more random, Turtwig's leaf becomes dry, and Tootle just decides to freaking water gun it to get it back up to where it was to water it, right?
Yeah.
And then we have this freaking like Ikemen sequence that looks something out of like Evangelion or some shit.
When I saw that scene, I was thinking in my head, I was like, my man, and then they just do that handshake right there. Yeah, like in the memes, you would always see like that emoji handshake right there. I was expecting those two to do that shit because they just look so stunningly detailed. It's stupid. I loved it.
I know, and it just brings like the freaking thing. It's like this episode means absolutely nothing, but it's freaking enjoyable to watch just because of the random shit. And then all of a sudden, okay, then they start to complete. That's like, okay, they have like a mutual respect for one another. They want to finish the race, and you have all the other fucking turtle Pokemon. You got fucking Turtonator, you have fucking Squirtle, War Turtle, War Turtle, all this shit. And then all of a sudden, you see in the fucking shadow, you have this turtle master guy who looks like fucking Master Roshi just come in. And he's on like fucking 5 Blastoise, and I'm like, okay, that's why there's a Tortuga here, because it's all his.
And then, of course, are we not going to answer the question of why are they doing a cheerleader kind of thing with them all posing on top of each other?
I don't know.
No,
it's too bad one of them wasn't wearing Ray-Bans, you know?
Yeah, but that's because it's not Satoshi one.
Oh,
I know.
Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed too. I was like, what are the Blastoise? Or whenever his eyes were like so wide open, like these big eyes on the top one. I just thought it was weird.
It's random.
Yeah,
it was like super red. But I remember like I was like, that's kind of creepy.
We cannot determine the gender of any of the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Unless it gets hit by an attract, then yes, we'll be able to.
Confirmation, but there's no confirmation here. There's no.
Now, I discussed this before, I think in KG's reaction video, but I kind of wish that like both the plots had stuck together a little bit, just like the first 2-parter did. I wish the Katamari ball had crashed into the wall of turtles. And then
that would have been hilarious.
And then when everything breaks apart, Choodle reaches the finish line first, thus becoming the winner. And then that would have made his win a little bit justifiable.
And then Meowth would have been like, "Oh, so that's where all the Pokemon went."
And then when Meowth tries to like play it back on tape, he can't because the Dex is like during all the confusion, all I got was like, and then it'll just be a bunch of pictures of turtles.
The file would have corrupted.
Well, not even just that. I just like every time Meowth looks, it'll just be a collision. He'll get the collision. He didn't record the Choodle actually winning.
He actually took a picture and didn't hit record.
Regardless of all this, even though it's like, filler or complete thing, I rate all these episodes in a way I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give this one. I know. Freaking Zach gave it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
I honestly thought Zach was gonna give it 2 because of the way he was.
I didn't know he was. I didn't think he gave it such a low score.
Zach like the turtle part. I think.
Yeah. But I think it's just that well, like I said, when we all give our thoughts on this stuff, we look at it from a different aspect, and that's fine.
I'll give it about a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I gave it a 7.5 because I enjoyed it, and after watching it again with the Japanese closed captions, I got all the freaking puns that they were trying to make. Also, Nyath in this episode on the second half, doing all the interpretation and shit. That was really some deep lore, and also the whole thing about yesterday's enemies are today's friends, or friends of tomorrow.
Yeah,
also, I just want to say it's been a while. It's been a while since we've last gotten a Meowth and Wobbuffet moment. Yeah, because the last time I could think off the top of my head was like in the Pikachu shorts when they're technically together most of the time. But like, when was that in the anime though?
Oof.
Wait. Did Meowth say yesterday's enemies are today's friends? Like, did somebody actually say that, or were you?
Well, I think
were you
Meowth
just
had to say it because I mean he was the
Oh
only
yeah,
one that spoke.
the don't make me laugh
Because-
reference from the games. Yeah.
Oh, because no, that's a line in Mizasi Pokemon Master for those who don't know. It's in the second verse, so it's my favorite verse actually of the song.
No, we
I
have
don't
to
think they
double
were
check on
thinking
that.
that far.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
they kept
probably
saying that catchphrase over and over, like, and it's like, is this everyone's turtle like phrase or something?
Yeah,
Well,
and it
no,
turned out it was
that'll be
actually
water
just
for
the
now.
comments
Yeah.
saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think Mornox put it best. For the entertainment value in itself, it really does get a very high score and a high praise from me. But when you see it for what it is and where it's at right now, it's just a typical one of those kind of episodes, and especially given the fact that this could be one of those episodes that makes you kind of question. You know, I kind of wanted to see more Pokemon get stuck in this goddamn thing, man.
I did too.
I wanted to see. I wanted to see the fucking Katamari, and then all of a sudden you just see the fucking helicopters and shit.
Yeah, I thought this would have been, you know, as stupid as this sounds. I know what I'm gonna say right here. As stupid as this sounds, I wanted to see the Suicune right there, just stuck inside the Katamari right over there to the side, and just see its ass just get stuck in there. And yeah.
Oh my god. They missed that opportunity. That was like they could have done way more with it now that you guys are saying that.
Yeah,
And I could've
that
sworn
would have
that-
been the perfect where's the
That would-
Suicune now, and I would have just been dying of laughter had it been stuck up there.
Damn.
So yeah, overall, like I still enjoyed the episode. The consistency, by the way, is there with Kikuna. She also had her Psyduck stuff with her as well in the chair. If you notice,
the seat cushion.
yeah, oh look, there's the perfect scene right there for that. But yeah, so it's like these little details. I'm loving it, and nothing much more to say. I really, really just had a fun time with it. I think that's the best part about it. When I'm more with the community and we're just kind of just having a good time together, I get more enjoyment from that than just viewing it on my own. And honestly, that's how I felt about this episode. This episode was a lot more fun when interacting with more people than when by yourself. And that's why I give it a much bigger score. If you're watching it with people, I think you'll definitely get a good time, especially when you start noticing all the inconsistencies and flaws and all that shit and questioning why the quality is so good in this episode when it should have gone to other episodes. Yeah, it kind of makes you think
There was a
about it.
lot of key animators, by the way, too, so that's probably the other reason why.
Yeah, I really do hope that they start bringing a lot of the big animators for some of the filler stuff, because honestly, that's what made Sun and Moon so special, is how a lot of the big animators that you wouldn't expect to be in filler episodes end up in filler episodes and create some of the most wackiest animated scenes that you could think of, and you know, people adore them for that. So if they could do that kind of again for Journeys, I think people will have a really good time with it, especially given that Tyrone earlier ago said as well with like the scene right here when they were inside the lab. For some reason the lights and everything were off, but everybody was so highly detailed in that scene, and then we go back to Journey's art style literally seconds later. So once again, enjoyable episode, had fun with it. And can't wait to see the shenanigans that are going to be coming out. And Ty, thank you so much for coming in with the subscription. Subscribed for 20 months, man. Thank you. Really, really appreciate that, buddy. And thank you to, once again to all our viewers here tonight as well for hopping on through for tonight's session of the pod. And yeah, now, anything else you guys wanted to add about this episode in general? Okay, Polly?
There's one more thing I want to say.
Go right ahead.
I got my nice Sato Go moment in the beginning of the Gulpin episode.
I mentioned that earlier.
The hand-holding scene.
You ignored me again. Oh my god!
I don't know. I don't listen.
I'm heartbroken, personally.
You gotta listen up.
Sometimes.
I thought you were my friend, Polly. What the fuck?
It's halfway to midnight. I can't process anything.
And you slept. I didn't fucking sleep. I've been up since fucking 8 this morning. So
You said you were gonna sleep before the pod.
I'm in quarantine right now. Well, kind of. I listen to my fan white noise.
I'm hearing some white noise right now.
I also love how Ash's hand is like in the back of him with Pikachu there as well. I just noticed it. Where your hand at, Ash?
Go gets all embarrassed. And,
and Ash being oblivious, hell, not knowing for what people, right? They were might as well get married. These guys might as well get married already.
Oh, here we go.
I don't care.
Illegal in that country.
I ship it.
I approve of it, man. Let's just zoom in on that picture. There we go. That's all we need.
Teo Tsunago, right? That's a
No.
reference to an ending. So, hey, reference. No.
I like Golfin just cover most of his space anyway. Just like, look at that big fat Golfin walking around.
Yeah, I
And
bet
then
he's blushing.
Yes.
No, he was blushing. I'm pretty sure that.
Pikachu's like
No
stop.
denying there.
What is this
Pikachu-
Poke shipping? What is this more shipping bullshit? Nah, we go for Sato Go for this one, folks. That's the real shipping.
Also, it's like, yeah, Pikachu is stuck to Sashi's ass because the freaking
Yep.
And Ash's hand is stuck to his ass too.
Like,
Ash, where your hand at, man?
need some great fucking Purell for that.
But yeah, so once again, fun episode. And
Okay.
I think now would be the appropriate time to kind of get into the second thing.
Oh
Right?
boy!
All right, then, everybody, let's get into the review slash. Well, we got the review out of the way. Let's go talk about the preview for next week's episode, which is coming out in a few days. This is heavily focused on the stupid green monkey that I hate so much, and I honestly just another one of the starters I hate. Grookey, and unfortunately, Grookey seems to be accompanied with some controversy in the mix of all of it.
Non-existent controversy.
Yeah, because it's a dream sequence. But first of all, I just want to say this, as much as I hate the starters, I honestly feel bad for them in Journeys. I think they got the least amount of
Now you feel bad?
Well, only because we've been waiting for Grookey to show up first before then I could feel pity for it. Now that Grookey's coming, I feel some form of pity for it. And it's because it got some controversy in the mix. Which, by the way, all the other Pokemon, the Galar starters, had controversy with as well, if you think about it. Scorbunny had controversy, mainly because of the fact that it evolved too quickly, and also, it wasn't Ash's, it was Go's.
Yep.
Sobble got controversy because everybody assumed that it was going to go to Ash because the trailers made it look like it was going to go to Ash, and even the posters made it look like it was going to go to Ash. And then
also, Go caught it like a second into the episode.
Yeah. And it was just completely unexpected, and the capture happened, similar to like what went down with Suicune, if you recall that situation a while back. And then we get into the Grookey episode, where it's looking to be that Go's parents might have gotten the Grookey, and we're going to give it to Go, but somehow Go wakes up with a Grookey on his arm, and he tries to capture it. Doesn't work out. And yeah, for the first time in the entirety of the Pokemon anime series, Ash is going to be receiving none of the Galarian starters.
I hate it.
I'm very happy.
Thanks.
I'm
I hate
happy
it.
too.
No,
I'm
I hate
happy.
it. I fucking hate it.
I'm so like you guys can hear the joy in my voice.
Now we have
right
more
now. I'm
reason
so
to catch
excited.
other stuff, even though half his team we never
It's still bad because Ash, like, I've always loved the idea that Ash can take at least one of the starters from whatever region he's in and make it into a boss.
But, it's not a
But
reason.
here, or like the new game that's coming out to represent it or whatever the fuck. Here, he gets nothing, and he barely pays attention. Well, actually, I think it's a good thing he doesn't get the starters then.
If he doesn't pay attention to any of the
exactly.
Pokemon he has currently.
They would get shafted for Lucario, so...
Yeah.
But it's still a problem because it's like, I don't know. This will be the one time where Ash doesn't have any of them, and it just bugs me to death.
I want to answer this question
It
somebody
doesn't feel
had in
Ash.
chat, though.
It doesn't feel like Ash at all.
Now, okay, Mornox, I'm going to answer this. He says, KG, didn't you say you'd be happy that it'd be the first time Ash doesn't have a starter Pokemon? Why is everybody being so angry about it? Here's the thing. I am happy. In fact, I'm smiling. I've been smiling for the past couple of days, that knowing that this Pokemon wasn't going to go nowhere near Ash. And in fact, that makes me very happy because that also means they might get a chance of redemption for all the other Pokemon that reside currently in Ash's team. Here's the problem, though.
He doesn't use the Pokemon. In his
It's not
team.
simply that. I didn't expect controversy to be included with Grookey when this episode
same.
preview dropped. That's the thing that threw me off. So
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna have a hard time probably talking about this one only because, first of all, the episode isn't out yet. But the summary and the preview footage that we saw so far kind of shows exactly what the hell we're looking at. It looks dumb, honestly. Was it intentional? Hell no. But it's dumb regardless that this is what happened. There's a lot of innuendos or whatever the word is that just implies a particular thing that, it's kind of difficult to say. But the situation at hand, like, I didn't expect it to turn out the way it did. Am I expecting a ban from this episode, like how it happened with the Passimian one? Probably not. They might just remove that scene entirely. I think that might just be the case.
They won't.
I don't know. I'll let you. I'll pass that one on to you when I finish NTSS.
Sure.
But yeah, so the reason why there's a lot of talk going on, especially in Japan, is because with the Japanese name for Rillaboom, it's kind of similar to Gorilla in a way, if I'm correct.
Gorilla.
Yeah, Gorilla. And of course, Ghost parents turn into gorillas.
Oh, he turns it.
No. In the preview, they showed the parents are the final
The
form of the
parents are
Grookey.
gorillas.
Yeah. And
Yes.
they're the ones that give Go the Grookey in the dream sequence. Go also becomes another one, but I think he's like the younger form of it, not the full evolved one. Like he's the middle
Thwacky?
form. Yeah, he's Thwacky. And then he's gonna get like a little brother, which is supposed to be the Grookey. So that's what's supposedly going down in this dream sequence. A lot of people are going a little wild with this one, given the color of their skin as well and the implication that's going on. So yeah, it's just a really, really weird situation that we're getting into right now. And like I stated before, I'ma just personally wait to see the episode drop to give full input, but honestly, it is still making me raise an eyebrow regardless. Like I stated before, was it intentional? No, hell no. But it still is questionable regardless. I feel like there should have been a little bit of a double check on that. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Similar to like what happened with the Passimian episode, But anyway, I'll pass it on to anybody else here in the call who wishes to dabble on it quite a bit, and then we'll continue to kind of share more about our take on just what we're expecting from this episode outside of just this sequence in general. So, TSS, I said I'll pass it on to you.
So, the biggest problem here is that people are in search for a problem that doesn't exist. I don't know why they're so bored. I don't know why people thinking that this is going to be banned, because this is nowhere near as severe as SM64. SM64 was literally painting painting Satoshi's face. Here, it's just a hallucinated dream sequence. Everybody has those. Okay? Like I can give you a few examples. Like I remember, about 25 years ago, I remember being on top of a freaking subway train and jumping between subway cars on top of the subway cars. And it's like, I wouldn't do that in real life, but sometimes hallucinations, it happens to people. Okay. Second of all, as Dogasu has said, Go is Japanese, so he's Asian, South Asian. They're supposed to be that color, so it doesn't matter. And plus, they're trying to convey final evolution form as the parents and the kids, which is supposed to be this lower evolution. Freaking Grookey's supposed to be the small form.
Yeah, the little one.
So it's a demonstration of the final forms of the Pokemon. So fine. And plus it's a fucking dream sequence, which probably won't last more than 2 or 3 minutes. And you're saying that it's going to get banned because of that?
No.
When Satoshi in SM64 was that shit for like 8 or 9, 10 minutes?
That was all.
It's a completely different circumstance.
Yeah.
Once again, it's people searching for a problem that doesn't exist. And also people that are salty for Go, and that's another fucking problem too that we have.
Actually, that's another thing I was gonna bring up. Yeah, I just feel like poor Go.
There's people calling Go is racist towards his parents. I'm like, that's a reach. That's a reach.
Racist
towards people are fucking bored. Like
but they're blaming it on Go because they don't like the characters. They're like, Go is being racist towards his parents or something. I'm like,
what?
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, he's not the one dreaming it. For what we know, Gengar is apparently in this episode. So for all we know, Gengar probably is the one that initiated this dream sequence.
He's probably
we don't know. We have very limited information on this, and it's like I said, this controversy has like no merit and like nothing. I mean, why are you basing it off of a translation of a summary and a trailer where it's very ambiguous. So why?
And then also the summaries tend not to tell everything. It's like it's always been vague.
It's supposed to be a cliffhanger.
Yeah. On my take, when I first saw it, I was just like, okay, that's so weird. That was like my first impression, but once then people start like calling it out, like, oh my god, this is so racist and everything, I just literally hit this face palm, and I'm like, why we're getting worked up? We haven't seen, like, the episode hasn't aired yet, so like it probably might sound different from what the summary said. So I'm not making any comments until once the episode airs. But
I just remember the XY episode with the dream sequence they had with Pony-chan, where Ash had the eyes of Froakie, so they were like slanted like a frog's. I'm surprised people haven't been like, oh, Asian people. Like, why? I'm surprised. If that's the case, Brock should just be out. Period.
Yeah, and he was brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were afraid of that at the time.
Yeah, but then people realized, wait, maybe we're looking too deep into this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I stated, even as weird as this might sound, I've talked about this a while ago, buddy Larry. We even talked a little bit about this situation earlier ago. We even talked about it last week too, before we finished the reaction last Friday. But yeah, he was just saying the thing about it is just kind of just weird in general that this is something, like we stated, it's not what PM intended to do, but the fact that people are taking it out that way is, it just kind of is questionable, especially because apparently, I don't know, let me see here. Yeah, the recent events here are rubbing people the wrong way. They're just very mixed on how this Grookey episode is being portrayed so far, and yeah, it's an odd thing. The Japanese, not the entirety of the Japanese audience, but like some folks out there have also looked at this with an odd take, only because of how the implications or whatever the hell people want to go at are just showing it with this episode. So yeah, like I stated before, it's a reach that sadly I feel, given this current day and age that we're in, is probably not going to blow away anytime soon. It's probably going to be talked about for a while. But we'll have to wait until the episode drops, though, just to see all of the only reason why people have been basing things off the preview and everything is only because in the preview itself, we do see the parents as the gorillas and Go as the monkey and Go's brother being the Grookey. That's why a lot of people are kind of questioning, like, why are they monkeys for? What was that supposed to mean? It's like, yeah, that is still weird regardless. Like, even without that concept, it's just a silly thing that they did. So yeah. Full episode when it drops. We'll share more of an opinion then. But honestly, I don't really think there's much more to say other than that. I think people are just going to be more mad about Go's capture than the controversy itself, in all honesty.
Yeah. It's also going to be the last episode I'm going to be able to watch before either going to Japan or waiting for the daylight savings to end, because of course daylight savings is this weekend.
I'm gonna cry
coming
a
up.
little bit.
So yeah, I won't be able to stay up for this, after this week. So I'm going to make sure to do that just one more time. Because we're going to be pushing the clocks ahead. Remember, folks, to push your clocks forward 1 hour. Got to spring forward.
Now, somebody brought up a very important question that I saw in the chat. Somebody, if there's nothing else that you guys want to talk about for this episode, if there's any other take you want to say about this preview, do you have anything else you guys want to add?
No.
I just don't like the fact that, I don't know, it seems, to me, it's, for someone, I know KG just doesn't like the starters. He just doesn't like them. Regardless of who has them, he doesn't like them. That's fine, whatever. I don't like this because, like, I don't think it's a good substitute for Go to have them either, because his starter treatment is the pacing of his starter treatment is so stupid. Like, the only way anything can happen with his starter Pokemon is if Darmanitan riles them up. So, like, I don't know, it bugs me. I was hoping Ash would have at least one. Plus, this is such unfamiliar territory to not have Ash have any of the starters. That's just that bugs me. It's not right. It didn't work. I'm sorry. A lot of people will be like, but it's different. No, sorry. This is a bad different. Like, this doesn't work. This is not good. This is not good at all. They're just gonna rot with Go, so it doesn't matter.
So what you're telling me is that Ash's Galarian Farfetch is his starter Pokemon from the Galar region.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, that ties into Journey's whole problem of it just being written badly. But I don't know. It doesn't seem right. Like, these Pokemon could be doing a lot more and a lot better with Ash, but they're with Go because I don't even know why they're with Go, to be perfectly honest. Like, if you were to ask me right now after 50 plus episodes, why does Go have the starters? I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
That's what the show decided to do, I guess.
It's not for promotion because otherwise Ash would have had it, but even then Ash isn't even doing it.
Ash would have them, yeah. I don't know, it just feels so weird for him to not have them. It's a bad choice to me.
Or why doesn't Koharu have it then?
I feel like, as weird as it was, AG and XY did the best job by at least having each traveling companion have one of the starters.
Yeah.
Like at least we had that. Here, it's like what Polly said a while back too. They don't focus on the Pokemon enough. We didn't even get an episode where Pikachu hangs out with Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble as like their baby form.
Hmm.
And also
the traditional Pokemon episodes we always have.
And also, I was gonna say, just before I pass it to Polly, I was just gonna say, notice as well, Cinderace has been kind of in the backside now. Like, it just disappears. It's no longer outside of its Pokeball like it used to be.
Sobble hasn't made any major appearance since that fucking Mission Impossible episode.
Yeah, did you notice in this episode was it last week's episode? It was just chilling inside some weird electrical thingy.
Exactly.
Why was it there?
Because Go's leaving his fucking Pokemon to rot.
Inside the electric components?
It was right. He said we're leaving Go to keep the starters, and he just kept the water one in a fucking electric socket.
Yeah, all fucking right. Idiot. But Polly, what were you gonna say?
Where's Grookey? Oh, he's in a fire.
This guy on Twitter actually made a really good point. Leaf or girl, what have you, person. Leaf Blade XYT saying Ash's Journeys team would really benefit from an episode like this one, which is Sun and Moon, I forget which number, where the focus is mostly just on them and their interactions with each other. I really like that one.
Yeah.
That's a 94. But the thing is, though, we are not ready for the drugs narration that we can't turn off.
Okay, again. Well, if you want to tone it down a little bit, they could benefit from Pokemon XY episode 11, the Pangoro and Pancham episode.
Yeah, there's been a couple like that from other.
But the thing is, though, you don't have the drugs narrator on the XY one.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it's an episode that focuses on the starters.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of sad to think about, but it's like you never really begin to appreciate the things you have until after it's over. And then now we're in Journeys, and I'm like, I want to go back, man. Yeah, I'd rather go back to X and Y if I even have to. I'd rather do that than...
I don't.
Well, like I said,
no, I mean for like the storytelling for Ash's Pokemon anyway, because right now I'm not loving it.
They focused on the Pokemon, whereas this one... They barely focus on the characters, let alone the Pokemon.
Like, who am I supposed to root for in this show? Because it's like they're just having an adventure, but it's like I'm not feeling like we're going anywhere, despite knowing Ash is already top 500 now, and it's like I don't feel that growth. I don't feel that progression because I'm not seeing that progression there. I can't feel a connection if I can't see what I'm supposed to be connected to.
We're on episode 50-something, and I feel like I skipped most of it, even though I watched every last episode up to this point.
Yeah, and it just baffles me, and sadly just is something that... once again, like I said, maybe the new director will fix it, but the fact that we had to go through 50 episodes to get to that point is the thing.
That's a good 1/4 of the show.
And I guess that's another thing to also bring up as well. I feel like the people who were working on Journeys probably might have not known that this was going to be a show that would have gone more than 2 to 3 years. I want to say they probably didn't see the Pokemon Legends Arceus thing coming. that's coming
No.
out 2022, which is implying
But
that there's
then-
not going to be a Generation 9 at any point this upcoming
But then
year.
it's like, in that case, I just wish that they would. I know, but they can't break away from it. It's like they have this staunch thing where they can't break away from the formula of marketing to the same timeline of the games.
Mhm.
But it's like then this stuff happens, or the Backstreet Boys happens,
Yeah,
and then everything
drink
gets
your alcohol.
what?
Yeah. Drink your alcohol.
Well, I
But
had it.
anyway, yeah, right. Okay, go.
Continue on, Polly.
And then the whole timeline gets screwed up, and then you have issues like this, or even with Johto lasting forever, or the DP filler because of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. It's just
Or
like,
BW Season 2.
Oh God.
yeah,
BW2.
it's like then they
Or
have all these
XYZ.
workarounds, which sometimes work, but not always, and then it's just the potential, man. Like,
I think that's my biggest pain about this series. The best way to describe Journeys is ambition and potential, because they have everything set for them there.
Or we could quote Jeremy Clarkson: "Ambitious but rubbish." But also the other issue that I find with Pokemon in general is that since, unlike a lot of other anime where they are, I mean, we have other franchises anime that are based off of games and do a lot better things. A lot better things. Problem is, most of the anime that use stream are based off of manga. Unfortunately, this is a video game franchise which has a manga, but they don't even want to fucking touch that with a 10-foot pole.
They don't even mention adventures. Yeah.
Sadly.
Pokespet is fucking amazing, and they don't want to do anything with it. They should have done something, but they're kind of stuck. They're stuck in the whole
Sake
thing.
Wada is just fuming in the background because this man wants to do it.
Yeah, Iwane wants to do it, and it's like we can't fucking do it. We can make a nod to it and a nod to the fucking comedy manga, but you can't fucking do anything,
And I feel like Iwana also wants to bring back old characters too, but they probably won't let him do that either.
If you
In a
notice,
show like Journeys, do you want them to bring back old characters? I just thought about that.
now, okay, so here's the thing, Tyrone, and I stated this before, like one of the earlier reviews. With how they treated certain characters coming back outside of just the Sun and Moon cast, I'm kind of nervous because it's like, what purpose are they going to serve for other than to simply have them be back? Because
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like looking back. The Sun and Moon episode wasn't even that great.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, the Sun and Moon episode, in my opinion, is probably the best episode that we've had from Journeys when you take it away from Journeys and just view it as a Sun and Moon episode. It's like as if it's a epilogue kind of episode to kind of showcase what happened a year after the events of the ending of Sun and Moon, and you see all these characters coming back together and they're a little bit further into the story, kind of like an ending of a video game, when it's like, a few months later or a couple of months later, Ash came back to Alola with his buddy Go because they're traveling together. Mallow and the others are doing their things, yada yada. Lily on her adventure, like stuff like that. That's what I liked about that episode, because you could view it like that. My issue with that episode, it served no purpose. Why was it there? Why did it exist?
Especially in the placement in which that episode took place. That episode took place a couple of episodes after Ash lost to B. I thought it was going to be a chance for Ash to get back to his roots.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I even, went in that approach as well.
I thought he was going to be depressed and it would kick him back into gear.
Yeah, and I thought, like, the Sun and Moon cast, because of how friendly they were and the family ties that they had in Alola, you would think that would be where he would realize what he should be going for and what he should be trying to achieve in this World Championships. But what did the episode serve? Only one thing: an Alolan executor capture.
And Kiawe having a hypothetical dick measuring contest with Go.
Yeah. and Kiawe won. Good job. Because
Kiawe won. Yeah.
I mean, he's literally top 4. Of course, he has to win that.
Rival.
Did we mention the non-depression arc that Ash had
No, that's what we were saying.
Oh,
It's just sad that because it's like we were in the middle of it, you would think that the Sun and Moon cast and the family there would be the ones to revitalize Ash's ambitions and hopes to go into this.
To me, sadly, OG, and when I say OG, I include Kanto and Johto. I feel like that's the only series that did like bringing back characters correctly.
And AG, yeah.
And some of AG. DP. They did a good job.
The only DP it did was bringing back old songs again.
They did a good job with Gary. They did a good job bringing Gary back.
I mean, technically, like I said, the whole thing up to the last episode of DP was the last time that we ever heard like musical consistency from the past.
Yeah,
we're not going to get into a fight, Tyrone.
No, I'm not talking. What? Wait, what? I'm agreeing with you. What the fuck?
No, I said. No, because you're about to say that May returning wasn't great because it's in DP.
No. That was
wonderful. The Wallace Cup is my favorite arc in the entire anime.
That was bad because a girl who did two grand festivals lost to a one that didn't do one. But
you'll never change my mind.
That's like a toddler learning how to read reading a college student. But okay.
Passing the torch.
So yeah, that's why I'm scared about Gary and Iris coming back because honestly, they're not gonna do anything to progress the narrative.
Yeah,
they're only gonna be there for one thing only, and that's to make you happy. But when you take it out of Journeys and view it for an episode all on its own, you'll be happy. When you try to slap it into Journey's narrative and try to figure out what the purpose of these characters were brought back for, then you kind of begin to scratch your head a little bit and be like, why are you guys here again? And that's what pisses me off the most. Journeys could have done so much with this. Iris could have been a world championship trainer as well. She could have been going into it to try to become a better dragon trainer. Maybe it'll happen, maybe not. But the fact that we're at the top 500 and we've seen little to any references to other characters from the past, or even the Alola family, they weren't even. Love that name, by the way. I'm not gonna say it, but I love that name.
Get her done. Thank you for the follow.
Get her done.
But I love that name.
I don't care who you are.
I think what kills me is that besides Iris, because she's from Univa, it's like Gary's technically supposed to be there, unless they made it known early on that he's still with Professor Rowan or somewhere else in Galar. I don't know.
They're gonna bring him back, and he's gonna be the Viridian City gym leader.
He's supposed to be there though. Like
they're gonna need his video game persona in there.
He could have been in and out of the series like a bunch of times, like regular appearances. And
the only one we got a regular appearance for Professor was Professor Elm in Journeys, and that was a cameo appearance. In that one episode.
Yep.
I kind of wonder why they stopped before now. They never brought back Gary afterwards.
Because he wasn't relevant toward the plot.
Yeah, like they even didn't know what the hell to do with him.
He watched Hunter
They just ditched his ass, literally, in the middle of the explosion. He died in there, and
then of course Ash never got his rematch with Gary because he lost against Gary again before he went to DP.
Well. That they don't care. They just did that to show off Electivire, a Pokemon.
Yeah, it was a setup to Gen 4.
Yeah, they literally had to get whooped by a Sinnoh Pokemon to show, hey, Sinnoh exists.
Wait a minute, when Gary and Ash met each other in Sinnoh, did Electivire in Ash's and Gary's team show up?
No.
You think
it was the Umbreon, no, right?
Umbreon.
It was Umbreon. Yeah, Paul's Electivire, I think, sort of took its place, probably.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, kind of weird to think about.
Because in the other one, he was helping the Gligar for the most part, and then in I forget who he had, if he had anybody in the Galactic arc. I think he was just kind of around.
No, that Electivire
had Umbreon.
Samurai. That wasn't a rental. He had an Electabuzz before. It's probably the same one.
Yeah.
I do remember he brought his Electabuzz once in DP where he was helping the Sheldon.
So maybe he was in that one.
Yeah, protecting from Hunter Jade. So that I do remember that one.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the biggest concern a lot of us have. We're just scared that these characters are gonna just be brought back for the sake of being brought back, and not necessarily for the sake of actually progressing the narrative of the story and the world thus far. Which makes you kind of question then, why are we doing a world thing if we're not even gonna accept and embrace the world itself? We're just sort of going with the flow and not doing anything special with it, and it aggravates me because it's like 70% of the episodes so far have been Kanto based. Maybe like 20% is Galar, and then the rest is all the other regions. And then there's that one episode of Alola, and it's like the amount of how they're treating other regions is like, if you're gonna just do this, you might as well have just gone to Galar at this point, because a lot of these filler episodes could have all played out in Galar. A lot of these concepts, like the World Championship, could have all played out in Galar. A lot of these wild Pokemon that Go could have caught could have just played out in Galar as they're progressing into the adventure. None of this stuff didn't really need to take place here in Kanto. It could have happened somewhere else. Hell, for all we know, if I really wanted to be that kind of dickbag, I could have just said, you know what we could have had? We could have just had a Sun and Moon 2. We could have just seen Lily get replaced by Go and Koharu, and Ash could have stayed still in Alola and replace all the Kanto episodes with Alola episodes. The themes of everything is still there in Alola, and have Ash with occasional characters here and there travel outside, but always come back to Alola. Like something else, like, because I just don't like this. This isn't a step in the right direction, in my opinion. This is like they take one step forwards, 2 step backs, but instead of 2 step backs, I feel like it's 20 step backs, because it's like they could have done so much here, and I'm not feeling none of it. Hell, even a lot of my pals out there, and a lot of our buddies too, you know, even Entity Maze himself, he says he just can't get motivated to even edit or watch Journeys. But and
it makes me sad, because all I see on Twitter is people keep saying, bring back this person, and I'm just like, for what?
Yeah, you want them to mess them up for you? Is that what you guys want?
Yeah, I already seen. I've already gave up based on what they did with Karina. I was like, hell no, I don't want them to come back.
I think it's not even that. I think they just are not happy with the series, so they want to see something or someone that'll remind them of the good parts.
Well, you know what? I have the answer for them. VOD. Video on demand. Watch it fucking episodes, the old ones. In
general, you could have just watched the past episodes, given it's been many years since they've aired. Yeah. Hell, people could now go back and watch Sun and Moon for this point, you know, or X and Y. Yeah. You know, I'm in the middle of rewatching X and Y again, and I'm remembering all the good battle sequences that they had there. The Ash versus Karina one in that one is still freaking phenomenal, by the way.
Oh hell yeah!
Probably one of the best ones.
For the review, I'm watching the episodes too. I'm watching all of them.
Yeah. I'm kind of nervous going back into X, Y, and Z, but I'll keep an open mind when I get to that, though.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they can make another Chronicles.
Yeah, you know, Chronicles is also another fun one too. What I would have to watch, what was it, AG during the middle of that while I'm watching Chronicles. Yeah, so I don't know. It'll be something to kind of think about for the future. For now, though, it's like all I can hope for is that with the new direction that this person is taking right now, things will go in a better path. You know, it just makes me sad that almost every week we have to come here and always have to talk about that one thing that just sadly takes it into discussion of Journey's flaws for the remaining of the hour. And it's not like we want to, it just is. Journey's made it this way. And it's because of that we have to talk about this sort of stuff. It would feel weird not to bring up the flaws and the issues that this series has. Because at the end of the day, all we want is good stuff from this show. We watched this show for 20 plus years for a reason. We've been with this series for so long for a reason. You know, you always want to see the better of it, you know. And sadly, right now we've been fed shit. Well,
yeah,
not shit,
it's sad. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. The other franchises are doing much better, in my opinion. Like Digimon Adventure, that's really freaking hitting it out of the park.
And then Yokai is coming back as well with Nate, and I'm surprised with that because I thought they were gonna do something with the Academy one. Honestly,
Yeah, I think though, it really has run its course. I think that's all of the content that they have. So it's either they're gonna, I don't know, maybe they're working on the fifth game, or they're just gonna implement some of the things that were in the Y Academy. I don't know what's gonna happen, but that was a real like 180 there. So we'll see what happens on August the 9th. But I mean, Digimon 2020. I mean, I do like the fact that it's like, well, I know we're freaking off topic. I do like the split evolutions and shit, and actually the storytelling. I actually like the Devimon freaking arc better in this one than the original one, but that's just me.
however, I do have some positive news in all of this, though.
Yay!
One good thing: Surgeon Frog is finally coming to SDBD.
Yes.
All of it. Wait a minute.
All-
You sure?
all
All
episodes.
358 episodes.
All 358 episodes will be on a freaking Blu-ray.
Fun fact: that's more episode than Friends, which ran on television
And-
for 10 years.
And on top of that, we get to watch fucking episode, I think 273 or 274, where Rika Matsumoto is a guest star, and the character looks like Satoshi.
See, that's going to be our next Annie-Poke review, ladies and gentlemen. Surgeon Frog episode 273 and 74. Hey, listen, man. Anything a little different would be nice every now and then. But, yeah, so Pokemon Journeys. Good episode. Yeah.
At least the last 3 to 4 weeks have
I'll
been
say it's a
good.
safe episode.
Oh yeah. The last month has been leagues
Yes,
better.
since the director changed.
I'll say this is a safe month.
Wait, so Robzo says, KG, could we do a re-reaction of some major episodes? What do you mean by that? Like, for the X and Y series? You want us
Just
to
Pokemon in
re-react to certain
general.
episodes for that? I mean, we did that before back in the Poke Commentaries day.
How do you re-react? Okay.
I guess it's because it's been like 4 to 5 years since
So I gotta
last
wipe
seen-
my memory of it happening and then watch it over again?
Hold on, let me go and order that Men in Black thingy
Yeah,
mabob
the
and just
little
wipe out
Yeah,
6
we
years
did-
of my life right now.
Well, I'm watching the
You were
series.
right there.
I'm watching XY for the 4th time, but this time it's because I can do my research for the damn reviews. But
I'm watching it
but
for like the second
I will
time.
say,
So.
and I hate to admit this, but I cried recently at
Heh.
the fucking the Esper episode because
Oh wow.
Oh, is it
she's
about
dead.
the
'cause
granny,
she's
right?
dead. Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
What's
This
that episode?
I honestly thought
Esper-
you would have said the Flabebe episode because that one also hit.
Oh,
for
I'm not
me.
on that one yet.
Definitely gonna have to do the AG rewatch because
I think I cried on that episode too.
I'm still on.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
With some minor exceptions, since AG 97, I haven't watched those episodes since they first aired, which would mean anywhere between 15 and 18 years. 15 and 16, 15 and
Wow.
17 years I haven't watched them.
Yeah.
I'm still in the middle of DP. Actually, not even in the middle. I'm still on episode 37, going at a snail's pace. But you know what? Whatever.
How were those chapters
Well,
with my hero
you know-
though?
Yeah, I still have 70.
You know what it's
chapters
time to
go.
do? It's time for you to get Snap Timer or whatever the fuck it is on that, and then
But-
make yourself like 1 hour blocks and actually
But-
do something.
I know. But here's the thing. Okay, well, I can't help. I'm in grad school during a pandemic, and I have a job. But Brother Whirl started Best Wishes, and if he finishes Best Wishes, he will have seen the whole entire series.
I'm surprised he kind of jumped from X and Y to Sun and Moon and then going all the way back to BW.
Best
I
Wishes.
think that's a regression, a major one
Because
at
he
that.
stopped at Best
Chaotic
Wishes
order.
when it aired.
You put him at the worst
got-
series supposed to reboot, man.
No, but he stopped. But see, Brother Whirl is very much like Tyrone. He likes that shonen-y aspect, so he really liked XY. Then he just wanted to see what Sun and Moon was all about, and now he's forcing himself through Best.
See, even he realizes he has to force himself to that.
But he actually really likes Journeys. He loves Journeys. I don't know. He understands the flaws that we have with it and stuff, but I don't know.
No, but I think he's understanding something that I've always been stating for a long time. When you stop to ignore all of the big narrative that this entire series is going for, and just focus on the episodes individually as their own episodes, like what they intended to go for, it's perfectly watchable. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fun to watch. I think that's one of the best things about Journeys is that sometimes the episodes could be viewed on its own.
I will say, I mean, the Satoshi and Go's interaction in this series, you know, the bros thing and not the BL shit, but it's entertaining to watch.
Exactly. It's fun. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, a lot of people are saying Go might be one of Ash's best companions just for the interactions alone. And honestly, I can agree to an extent. It's just that all falls apart the moment you decide to try to put it into a cohesive storyline, and it's like, well, shit. So
no, it's like you gotta because you gotta
it.
put like because the problem is you can't view it as a Venn diagram. You have to view it as like kind of like some weird ass freaking line chart, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and it's like, why is it going up and down for? Like, what the
I
fuck?
feel like you just have to turn your brain off and just don't think about like the past series, basically.
No, it's not even just that. Just don't think about a story in
Yeah,
general.
don't-
Just
no,
view.
don't- yeah.
The best way to say it: view every single episode of Journeys as a
As
filler
himself.
/ chronicle series, because it'll all mean nothing in the end. In other words, go watch some past Pokemon series. Honestly, I recommend AG if you haven't watched that yet. Although it's kind of sucks to know that AG is not fully subbed yet, but maybe we'll get to see that
It'll
done
never
soon.
be.
Well, we'll see about that.
We have to suffer through beginning of Battle Frontier
Maybe-
forever.
Maybe if they fully sub AG, then I might watch it.
AG has all of the Raws released. We already got all the Raws. Now it's just a matter of just getting them subbed to Evo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is you have to have enough man hours and people who actually give a fuck to do that, because that's the problem.
Yeah, and sadly it's AG, and it's like AG's underrated, so not many people know of it, of the greatness it holds. But
Yeah, and also, like I said, it's the best series in terms of usage of available music.
yeah, so before we go and wrap things up, then chat, let's go talk about one particular thing for like a couple of seconds. I don't know how many of you guys here follow Black Twitter, as we call it.
Oh God, what?
Yeah, you don't know what Black Twitter is, Tyrone.
I'm not gonna entertain this.
Allow
Let
me
you
to
get
introduce
to the
you to
point.
somebody I like to call Vishan. Vishan from WandaVision, man. That I just want to say right now, because people were talking about it earlier in the chat.
Is that Vision with the goddamn fucking sweater
Yes,
on?
in the episode of
Turtleneck.
WandaVision, yes, he did wear a turtleneck sweater, and people instantly saw this.
And they gave him a
immediately-
grill.
Yeah, they gave him grills, they gave him the necklace, they gave him the gold watch that you see there.
Yeah, it's like, hey, me and Wanda ain't together no more.
Yes, Tyrone. Let's be real here. What is drip if not swag persevering?
Oh my God. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Oh my God. And right when I said I'm gonna go ahead and watch fucking WandaVision this weekend.
Don't worry, this doesn't spoil anything.
No.
This was
I know,
just Black
they're
Twitter
taking
being
an
Black
image.
Twitter.
Yeah, they're taking an image and just making it funny, because they did that before with Barack Obama. They had him have the fade, and it was like, "Hey, yo, me and Michelle don't go together no more." Like, I remember this.
No, you got to do it in the bump.
Me and Michelle don't go together no more. Mommy Milky. Mommy Milky.
Obamacare?
I know. No, but you got to see it, Tyrone. You seriously have to see it.
Yeah, I said I was gonna watch it this weekend.
Yeah, it's a fun watch.
I'm
I'm not
gonna
gonna
watch
spoil
fucking
anything,
Wanda.
but I
Everybody
just want to
keeps telling
say
me
that.
episode 1 is hard to watch, but
I could tell you could binge it in one day.
oh, I'm just saying, like, when I made that status, everybody kept saying, "Oh, episode 1's gonna be a very, very interesting watch." I'm just like, okay, whatever.
And it's not what you think, too. I can tell you that.
I'm
That's
sure
how
it
much
isn't.
But
But
I had
everybody
like
keeps fucking talking about it, so I was like, fine, internet. If you'll leave me, oh my God, he's got the do-rag. Oh my God. And he's got the Rolex. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my god!
He looked like
Tyrone.
somebody's dad.
Well,
like if somebody was like, I found a penny right there, shit in my house.
No. It's like that's it's like this, I see this guy in like a fucking random bodega in Hunts
Hey, yo,
Point.
give me the 4 Loko out of the fridge. Like, it looks like.
Yeah. I want chopped cheese, extra mayo. On a hero.
Hey, y'all still got that McChicken with Big Mac sauce on it? That's what he looks
Yeah,
like.
I gotta go down to the McDonald's that had the fucking glass and the Big Mac.
Hey, let me get that orange high C with no ice. Like,
What are these lines? I'm looking on Twitter. But what is rap if not the dead homies persevering?
the exaggerated swagger of a black
Go
man.
back!
All right then. So
Actually, I can't because I gotta be up.
That's
another
colored
fucking
vision,
5 hours.
son.
all right, but that's enough of Vishawn Jarvis, Wakandan woman.
Sean.
Vishawn, yes. Just remember
All right.
this, Tyrone, when you're watching.
Hand me that Rello off the pantry.
Okay.
All right, so ladies and gents, I want to say that's probably gonna be it for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, for the episode giving us a like just a rando 2-parter, we were actually able to fit in more than I thought.
Yeah, and also had a little cameo appearance of Vishawn as well.
Why am I on this pick? What?
Oh shit! What?
Oh, geez,
What?
God.
I didn't hear him at all. What the hell he's saying, buddy?
Oh, they're saying
Why
you look
am
like that TSS.
You look like. Well, first of all, you got a nice bod there.
Second of all,
I-
wow! Somebody changed the hue on my fucking skin. Like holy.
Oh, I was like, hey, did you guys see this one? I was just like randomly just looking.
Where is it at?
I'm gonna put him backstage, but
All right. Wait, what the fuck is this? Why? Go the fuck to bed.
I love it. I love it.
Who did this? I just want to talk.
Uma, Oprah, right?
So ever since this, what was his name? Thanos ripped that jewel off of your head, things had just not been the same.
Hold up. What? Oh my god.
Hold up, baton pass, Persona 5. Persona!
Oh my god, Mephisto did it. Okay, so there you go. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being with us here tonight. We hope you guys had a little bit of fun, especially with the last few minutes here. Just to bring a little spark of joy, you know, at the end of it all, we all come here for one reason and one reason only, to have a good time. And that's what we're trying to do for tonight. So we hope you guys enjoyed tonight's session of the PokePod. If you did, make sure to continue following us here on Twitch. Make sure to continue following my boys and girls here as well. Tyrone, TSS, Nessa, and Paula. You should find all the information down in the description below. Tyrone, what are you going to be doing for tomorrow, though? Because you said you have your top table thing going on. No?
I have no idea what I'm going to do for Tabletop Tuesday tomorrow. I'm panicking, actually.
Let's play golf.
Sure, why not? We'll play golf for 2 hours. Fuck it, even though it's not a tabletop game.
No, well, I mean, yeah.
oh God.
Let's just
All right.
assume it is.
Let's play golf, and then on Wednesday we've got Angry Video Game Nerd, and then on Thursday we've got Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Wait, what are we streaming tomorrow, though, aside from the golf game?
Post game for Pokemon Black.
All right, sweet. Okay, so there's still more adventures in the world of Black. And that gives me more of a chance to continue working on Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Honestly, I think
That's
I just
gonna
might...
That's gonna be on Terrell's channel, The Insane Game Freak, tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Yeah, so tune in tomorrow, ladies and gents. We're going to have a lot of fun with streaming over at Tyrone's channel with golf. And moving forward with that, some black and white. So, yeah, we hope to see you guys then and there. And we'll talk with all of you guys later in whatever video we make. Take care, everybody. And as always, make sure to have an awesome day. And TSS, what is that thing you always say all the time?
I always say, wash your fucking hands. And
All
catch me on Friday for Tales of Symphonia, TSS_Killer on Twitch, TSS Killer in Twitter, without the underscore. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Oh God.
Good night.
Night night.